Wanna talk some toys? Let's start now. You know the show starts when the man says pow. Dan who, Brandon, man so handsome. Want Marvel Legends and you know who has them. Tune in, it's 8 o'clock. Makes you wanna buy toys so you hate to watch. It's on a Thursday, it can change like that though. Got no money left cause I gave it all to Hasbro. Enjoy the show. Haha. Okay. Dan who? Wanna talk some toys? Let's start now. You know the show starts when the man says pow. Dan who? Brandon, man so handsome. Want Marvel Legends and you know who has them. Tune in, it's 8 o'clock. Makes you wanna buy toys so you hate to watch. It's on a Thursday, it can change like that though. Got no money left cause I gave it all to Hasbro. Enjoy the show. Pow, and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at it's Dan Who, and welcome to the Thursday live stream where we like to talk Marvel Legends news, and any other nonsense we want to talk about. And today's stream may be called Arriving Early, but this stream doesn't start early, I tell you that much. But I'm not here on my own. I am here with the two people that you're probably here to see. I'm just a host, really. It is the superest producer is Rich M and Brandon, Hero.Collections. Rich, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Looking great as always. Look at me. Look at this.
Oh, Hours of work this is. You've got your fan club. When you pop up on screen, the Rich fan club just come out of the woodworks. Literally lurk.
Hi, Mom. Thanks for watching again.
There you go. Put those Rich emojis in the chat. And Brandon, how you doing, my friend?
Yo, good to see you, bro.
Yeah.
Both of you.
How's your week been?
My week, busy, very busy.
I feel like it's been that way. Like usually we chat quite a bit during the week, but this week has been one of those weeks where I think we've all just been very busy with like just our boring work lives and just been a little bit distracted. So I am actually looking forward today to just catching up and talking toys. So again, for the people in the chat, we're talking toys. We're talking Marvel Legends, right? I've been reviewing Marvel Legends all week, and a lot of the questions I get asked, I'm just going to put in today's live stream. There you go, Rich is teasing. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do today. So basically, share with you how we buy our toys, all right? It's not something we shy away from. I always tell people where I buy my Marvel Legends. But yeah, if you stick around, I'll give you the trade secrets of where I get stuff from. And just be completely transparent. Hasbro do not send me them. I know, it's crazy. Do you believe it? Crazy.
What?
No, I know. What? Do I need... Look, has it got to the stage on YouTube where I need to show people receipts? Like, what's going on here? Come on now. Like,
I don't think I would believe it if you did.
I know,
to be honest
I am pretty good on Photoshop, to be fair. But anyway, it's ridiculous. But of course, we're talking Marvel Legends today. Ted's trying to escape the room. So we will get into all that. But first, hello to everyone in the chat. Again, it's a Thursday. It's a weird season. It's like isn't it like Black Friday tomorrow? Is it like officially Black Friday, or is that next week? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's that end of November sort of time where everyone's on the sort of, I think it's Thanksgiving in America soon, and it's like that lull, and then we get the Christmas period.
Oh yeah, Thanksgiving next Friday.
Yeah. So the Christmas period's about to kick in. So we're literally
Thanksgiving on a Thursday.
Yeah.
No idea.
Is it next Thursday or Friday, something like that?
It's basically just Christmas dinner 4 weeks early. That's what Thanksgiving is, right? They just have a Christmas dinner twice. They have one at Thanksgiving and one at Christmas. They're just greedy. That's the Americans for you. I'm joking. I love my American friends, but yeah, Thanksgiving we don't do over here. Anyway, hello, let's talk some toys. But first, let me go through the housekeeping, and then again, today's a very casual stream, okay? So if you've got us on today, it's a very chilled out. We're just going to talk some Legends. Some release dates have changed as well, and then we'll jump to the chat and talk to you guys, talk about some new toys, just general, just nice fun distractions from our crazy work lives, and the tax going up in the UK, ridiculous, and just absolute madness going on right now. So that's what today is going to be, a happy distraction and just catching up with some friends with you guys. So let me do the housekeeping real quick. As always, go and check out all the other streams on the channel. Today's the live stream with Brandon and Rich. This Sunday is Legends and Liquor, people, all right? So if you are a channel member at the members club tier, then you can be a part of Legends and Liquor.
Welcome
this
to
week.
the inner
That's the
circle.
wrong one. It's this one. I'll do an inner circle soon. This one, which is Sunday the 20th. Okay, so if you are a channel member at the Members Club tier, then you can come and be a guest on Legends and Liquor this week. And we are building such a fun community over there, so please don't be shy and get involved. This Sunday, okay, so I'll mention that again at the end of the stream. Go and check out Turtles and Tea, go and check out Joe's and Juice, both on the channel right now. Shout out Tanner, shout out Mark and Tom. You can contribute to today's stream, to the channel. Enable me to keep doing what I love doing, and that's talking toys with you guys and doing live streams all over the place. Anything over £4 or $4, Friday, we'll read it out. Literally be a part of today's stream forever on the replay crew. Whatever you want to say, Friday will hopefully read it. So someone check it's working for me. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. And of course, you can hit that join button as well, and that is how you join the members club and get in Legends and Liquor and be on the channel you're supporting. There you go. It's how good's that? You support the channel and then be on the channel you're supporting. Come and be a part of the madness. I love you for it. Just like these two. These two are always supporting, and I love them for it. I think Amanda's back now, so I'm safe. I can close my door and not stop panicking about Ted, because he was like doing my very distracting. He was very distracting. He was being a bit needy. So let's talk some toys. Anyone get anything this week? Oh, what's that there? What's that? What's that? Okay, let's just dive straight in, shall we? Where is she? Right, Rich, I've done my reviews, all right? So I've had my say on these. What do you think? What are we thinking? Let's start with Spiral here. Let's just get straight into it. The Marvel Legends X-Men Retro wave has arrived in the UK. Now, you guys know I have brought the whole wave. I'm reviewing them right now on the channel. The only one I haven't reviewed is Longshot. All the other reviews are up right now. You can go and check them out. Where's my link? I can plug myself. There you go. Go and check out all the reviews on the channel right now, all right? So they're on there. The only ones on YouTube, I believe, so far. So go and check them out. So you've heard what I think, but I want to hear what Rich thinks, all right? Rich is a connoisseur when it comes to the female Marvel Legends. And this, for me, is up there as one of the best female Marvel Legends. Maybe the best. We shall find out. But Rich, what are you saying?
So, like, unless Monet ships in the next 6 weeks, figure of the year, I would say. I know it's not January yet, but this is just a great figure. All pinless. All double jointed arms, just great sculpt. It looks like your classic Spiral from Marvel vs. Capcom. Wherever you saw Spiral in the animated show, it looks like that. Really great sculpting, great price as well. It's not like a deluxe figure.
It's crazy.
Charged for each arm. So
it's
yeah,
mad
this is
how the haters shut up, isn't it? When there's something good to say, it's like they just vanish. It's like where are you now? Like,
this is like the figure, definitely the figure of the wave. If you're only going to buy one from this wave, get this one. Amazing figure.
Is there anything you would have changed about it?
I'd give her another head. I'd give her a mystical effect, because she's got that mystical hand, but she hasn't got a mystical effect. And I mean, what else could they give her? Like extra hands, interchangeable, like mystic effect hands type of thing. Because she's only got one, haven't she, that you can swap on.
A few people on the comments of the video were saying that she hasn't got a removable helmet. Now, is that necessary? I didn't feel like it was necessary, because I wouldn't display her without it anyway. Like, I like options, but did she need it? The old one did.
She doesn't always wear her helmet. Like, Uncanny X-Force, when she joined X-Force for a bit, she didn't have a helmet in that. But I don't know, I see Spiral. I wouldn't display Spiral with the helmet off. So, I mean, it could have been removable, because it's big enough that, you know, if you would pull it off, you could have, like, her hair going down. I don't think that would have affected it too much. Yeah, that could have been an extra they could have done, I think. Yeah. I suppose that's a fair comment.
What about you, Brandon? Have you got Spiral yet?
I have Phoenix out the box already, but I've not yet opened Spiral, simply because I just haven't had time to film a reel yet. But she looks great. I think, as Rich says, I think that it's probably the best female Marvel Legend we've ever had. Definitely the best female Marvel Legend of the year, because there's just so much packed into it.
There you go. The reviews for all of these are on the channel right now, and I try and do proper, decent comparisons and breakdowns and all of that good stuff. All the stuff that I would like to see in a review, that's what I try and do, okay? So that's what they're up there now. So, Brandon, back to you with the retro stuff. You're picking and choosing now, as I said, in your collection. You're being a little bit more picky, as we all have to be, as times change. Who are you going for in this retro wave?
So I've got Spiral and Phoenix, as I say. I think eventually I will probably pick up Wolverine, Avalanche, and Longshot. I think the only one I'll probably skip is Multiple Man, simply because I don't need one, let alone multiples, and I don't really have anywhere to put them. So I think probably just those two for now, and then the other three down the line. But the only thing about Wolverine is that I love the unmasked heads that they've given him.
Really nice, yeah.
Really, really nice. But it's a slippery slope, man. If you get that one gold and blue, you kind of have to finish the team.
But that's what makes it fun. You get to complete the team. There's the 2 head sculpts, by the way.
But yeah, they are above and beyond the best Wolverine heads we've ever had, I think, from Marvel Legends.
The only reason I'm excited for Wolverine is because we know the team isn't far away. Like, we're actually going to complete a team relatively quickly, which is rare. Well, okay.
Did you get 2 sets? Did you get 2 sets of them?
Yeah, I've got 2 sets. Why?
I just think if people out there haven't got any, you've got your second set already.
Ryan Ting went, "Do you want an extra set?" And I was like, "Yeah." I didn't really. He didn't really. Bloody hell. He's in Disneyland, for God's sake. He ain't sending me shit. I wish. Trust me, right. I wish they sent me stuff, because I spend so much. Okay, Amanda's around. I need to be quiet. I spend so much money on this stuff. Trust me, I wish they sent me stuff. They've sent me a Beast and an Excalibur set because I reviewed them on the channel. And I've got a couple of Hasbro boxes, the same as other YouTubers and stuff. But, like, what's crazy about that? And I'll address it a little bit later. It's like, if Hasbro are going to pick a channel to send shit early to review, why me? Do you know what I mean? Why not Shartimus Prime with 600,000 subscribers? Why little old me who wasn't even at 20k when I got these? Do you know what I mean? Like, I just think it's a stupid mentality from people, like, who, if they genuinely believe that. Idiot. Honestly, if you think Hasbro sent me these for free, I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. You're an idiot, okay? You're an idiot. What the fuck? Come on.
Just point out there now, but if they want to send me a Dark Phoenix because I missed out on the pre-order, I will happily set up a YouTube channel and say nothing but nice things. I haven't got no morals.
I can send you this.
Shit.
Do you want, honestly, I didn't know, Rich. I'll send you this.
No, I've got it ordered with Kapow, but I'm still waiting for dispatch. Okay. So I've got that and 2 more multiple men to come from Kapow. So I haven't opened up multiple man yet because I need like 2 more before I put it on the shelf.
I'm glad I saved my review a little bit longer because he looks so much better with a couple. Brandon, back to Dark Phoenix, the only one you've opened. Completely agree, right? Such an unnecessary release. We could have just kept the old one. This one didn't need to get released at all, right?
Well, the thing for me is I would have loved to have seen this body with the old color scheme. With like the modern kind of color scheme.
Yeah.
Because this figure is by far and away the better figure, with the added articulation and with the pinless legs as well. I just feel sorry for any SOB that didn't bother to sell their old one in good time.
What an idiot, right? What an idiot.
Especially when they had someone who was willing to and reminded them how much they were willing to every Thursday between 8 and 10 for the last 100 Thursdays.
I try and be as a great...
Not that I'm thinking about anyone in specifically or anything, but like that. Like, I just love that dark maroon, almost blood red Phoenix. Like, but this definitely feels like it pops out of a comic book more.
Look, I was doing the community a service because I was thinking I have to keep the old one so I can do a great comparison like this for the people and help people make purchasing decisions themselves. Again, I'm a man of the people. What can I say? A sliver of the community don't believe in that, but still, I like to think I am. I like to think I am. There you go. There's a little head swap for you. That's the type of craziness you get in my videos. So you've opened this. Go and check out Brandon's reel, by the way, and you can see for yourself. He always poses stuff much better than me. I need to pay him to send me some reels for when YouTube go into shorts. But I do like her on this effect piece. Where is it? It's somewhere. I did put her on the effect piece, but I can't find it. That one looks good. I'll probably display her like that. And then the one she came on Nova. Is that a little bit further back? I can't find it.
I'm just gonna go and put out my light because this one's died.
All good. Yeah, so I want more of the Nova effect pieces. Is all I'm saying, because I would love to display her differently. But there you go. There's our 3 Phoenixes, so you can pick your favorite. And there's some more jeans. But I'm basically just reviewing my reviews at this point. Great job, Dan. Great job. This is a Dan Who review of a review. This is Inception. Sorry, Rich. I'll go back. So who else you got? You got Wolverine. Who else? What are you thinking of the rest? Who else you brought? Who actually
I
got?
got Avalanche as well. So I didn't pick up Longshot because I got the Mojo set
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't need an extra bag. But I don't know. I'll watch your review, Dad, and if it's worth it, maybe I will need that extra bag. Who knows?
Yeah, for sure. I will. By the way, I will come and acknowledge the chat in a minute. I do love you all. You know that already. But I just wanted to just talk some toys straight out the gate. There he is.
No, Avalanche yet. There's Avalanche.
So is that your mind's eye of Avalanche?
No.
What do you have the A on the chest?
Yeah, he needs an A on the chest, and I would say A on the chest, lighter blue, and it's more like white than it is silver. I see Avalanche, but maybe that's just me. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I looked when I was doing some little Google searches for some images. His costume sometimes purple, grey, different shades of blue. Like the silver can be a bit white, like you said. It just depends on the panel.
Avalanche, I would say out of all of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants is probably my least favorite one. So I'm happy with that. He's just gonna stand to the back, like Pyro and Mystique will be at the front and Toad. And if they do, they need to do Destiny now in a new blob, rectangular bingo.
yeah, bingo, and not yet. We can't take that one off just yet, but we can pencil it across. But I did find a decent image of the Brotherhood, the new Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. And Destiny is absolutely the one we're missing. There it is. If the picture will load for me in a second. Oh, Brandon's back.
He's much better looking in our light. Look at him.
Oh, look at that. Lighting. What an improvement there, Brandon. We can see your face now. Much better.
Is it really that much of a difference? It's just where the light is above me there, where the days just get so dark so quickly.
My lights make me look like a freaking Oompa Loompa, not Oompa Loompa, but you know, like I've eaten blueberries or something. I've got blue lights all over me. I don't even have blue lights in here. It's ridiculous. But,
I love the far back though. She looks really nice on the packaging.
Yeah. Again, the retro cards are glorious. Long may they live. I'm happy we're going to get another wave in the new year, but what theme's it going to be? Save that for another day. But there you go. There's Destiny. Do you reckon we get Destiny in 2023?
Not according to Rectangular, but maybe 2024.
Yeah. Rectangular, you get your source on the phone again and see what's going on. And Rectangular in the chat says there is no way Dan Who can be a shill because he's one of the only people in the community that gives me credit for things on a regular basis. I'm Hasbro's worst enemy.
Do you know what? No, actually, I want to say something about that. The people who just read out Todd's list and don't even credit him or link to him, man, it is bullshit. That is. He does all that work.
Completely
and it's
agree.
To not even credit to it or make a 20-minute video just reading out Todd's list. It's absolute bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
Absolutely.
Give Todd credit. He does all the work and he has done for years. So shout out to Rectangular.
But hilariously at the same time, we could say, but all those guys at Hasbro that really put in all that hard work to make these things and market these things and design these things, Todd goes and craps all over them with the list that he puts together.
They're getting paid. They're getting paid, Brandon. Is the difference.
Karma's a bitch.
Oh, Brandon, shut up.
He is just proving that they've got weak defenses and they've got a leak in the system. It's they just need to tighten up Rectangular. People don't realise that to get this information, he had to go Mission Impossible. He was abseiling down the side of buildings, listening with equipment through walls of meetings to listen to this breakdown. He is his own source.
We should erect a statue in his honor, really.
He is his own source. But no,
have you to put the ribbon outside it.
Look, in regards to forget the fact that it's leaks, whatever the information is, the same principles apply across YouTube. If you are basically just taking information from a source, you should credit that source. It happens in the GR Joe community all the time. Someone did it to my video recently. They took information from my interview with Emily and put my name in the smallest of in the corner. And I'm it doesn't hurt to add a link in a description, does it? It's just a little sign of respect from one content creator to the next. So, if you genuinely know, sometimes pictures get spread so fast in this YouTube community and on Instagram that you don't know who the source is because things just when a new reveal gets released, you scroll Instagram and you're you see 10 of the same thing because everyone reposts. So sometimes it is genuinely hard to find the source. But when you know this information came from one specific place and you are choosing to ignore that, it is a bit of a dick move and undenying it. But yeah, there we go. Okay, let me get
my Loki has gummy ankle pivots.
Oh, sad times. I like Loki.
Eat 'em up.
Loki's not getting enough love, by the way. Go and check out my Loki review.
That whole wave isn't getting enough love. I feel like that wave released and then that was it. No one back on
this one came along. That's why.
100%. And I will tell again. We will get to where I got those from, etc. If you were choosing to ignore the facts. But let me go and say hello to the chat real quick because I want to say hello to some people in here. I appreciate everyone stopping by, listen to our absolute ramblings. Again, today's show is absolute ramblings, and if you're along for the ride, we appreciate you. But it is absolute ramblings today. Where's my okay? There's my chat button. Okay, if you're in the chat, okay, if you're here right now watching us live, please say hello, okay? Say hello right now, and I'll try and catch your names. I want to see a whole list of hellos or pals or something, and I'll give some shout outs as we go through here, all right? Otherwise, I'm just going to shout out random names that I see on the screen. My screen that I see is different to what you see, okay? That's why. Anyway, so who's in there? Disemboweled Action Figures is in the chat. Disemboweled, I watched Disemboweled live yesterday. One of the co-hosts of the Infinity Equation podcast, always a good time on every Friday night, who may be adding a new member to their team, but I won't say anything. Okay, there's a lot of hellos there. Let's get in there. Okay, so I can see Mark Rose using the appropriate emojis. We appreciate that, Mark. D-Blake makes Damien enabling everybody to buy some Mythic Legions. I hope he's getting some commission because he has been sorting people out of Mythic Legions in our Legends and Liquor group. We've got Derek, Big Will, 2K99, and Big Will was he's got the Who crew. It's mad, right? He posted a picture on Instagram of the Who crew, and I felt like someone had stolen from my collection. It was so weird seeing those figures together in someone else's display, in a good way, but a weird feeling, because in no other world would you display those characters together. So I appreciate that, Big Will. Pixels and Plastic, I think, is Instagram, but you can type it in the chat. Mark Tac Talks with Film, of course, is always here. I appreciate you, Mark. Compulsive Collector. Jason Lopez, the Retweeting King. Caleb, he says hello, how you doing? Cap Live says hello, appropriate, I like that. D-Blake Makes, again. Thomas, Sean, Ruler of Randomness, Chi Collects, Wildcat Coil, Owen, Damien, my absolute favourite Loki fig ever. Just my opinion. There you go. Damien's giving Loki some love. Ludicrous Left Foot says hello, pal. Clintastic 4 says hello there. Angel Seeker 69 says hey, hello. The Fossil, hello, governor. Hello. Wingaloo says hello. Cameo Ray says pal. Cloud says greetings from the shower. Don't get your phone wet, Cloud. Hello, home dude with the bumpire emojis. Come on, how can I buy a shield with a bumpire emoji? Much ridiculous. Rush says pow. Ed who collects. Yo, California Red Devil rectangular movie incoming. Catch me if you can too. Just the Hasbro Big Three chasing him through airports. Rectangular's got the big top hats hiding. Newspaper. I can imagine it now. The Irrelevant Hulk, Striding, RX Hobbies, Simone, Jay's Toys Collection UK. I've heard of him. He says I'm here and I'm cooking sausages. Don't burn yourself there. Shikimun Kiara, I'm not making pizza tonight. Sad times. I thought that was a Thursday tradition. David Chase, hello. Odin01, Biff Pow Zing. He's jumped straight out the Batman show from the 60s and he's here to join us today. Greg Finstad, how you doing, Greg? Says, Brandon will time you out anyways, Rectangular, because you don't get the Black Series leaks. Who else we got? I appreciate everyone using the channel membership emojis as well. Thank you very much. Rick Moore says, going to catch the live for a change. It's great that you're here live, Rick. We appreciate that. Christopher Allen says, hello. Christopher Allen, have you solved the mystery of who has your Selfie Series figure? Has Hasbro sent you yours yet? Do you know who your mystery man is? This is a mystery that needs to get solved, and I won't rest until we get the bottom of it. Hex says, hello. Justin Collects says, always give credit to your sources, some dude on YouTube. Absolutely. Whoever that dude is. It's me. It was me. Chicago Stormtroopers. Stormtroopers. So awesome to catch alive. And it's so awesome that you are here, Chicago Stormtroopers. Are you actually in Chicago? Damien says, not so loud, Dan. Sorry, am I shouting? Am I bad? I don't have monitors in my headphones, so if I am screaming, one of these guys need to tell me. Caleb again. Thomas Cook. That's a yes, I am, isn't it? Oh, Brandon's timed out Rectangular. Okay. Omega Weapon 13.
He was teasing. She teased me like that.
King Blackpult says, sup?
Trigger happy.
Nathan's about. He says, what have I missed? Nothing, Nathan. Just absolute nonsense is what you've missed. Gary A's dabbing on us. He says hello. Jamie's about using the proper, the best turtle emoji, the only turtle emoji, because we only need one. There you go, right back at you. And Brandon said his fingers slipped, Todd. Sorry about that. Jeremiah, there you go. He says Chicago store. Yes, he is in Chicago. Shout out to Chicago. I'm in Coventry. Does anyone know where Coventry is? No one knows. It's a mystery. Okay, there you go. A lot of hellos. We appreciate you all watching us live here, Talking Toys. So let's continue talking toys. Okay. Apart from the X-Men wave, lads, unless you've got any final words on the actual figures from the X-Men wave. Oh, you've opened up Thingy. Do you like him? He should have been pinless, right?
Yeah, I don't know. The face is. I'm trying to look. The face is weird.
Would you have preferred him to have whited out eyes? A lot of the images I see of him online, he has just white eyes under the helmet.
No, I'm good with that. It's just, I don't know. The facial expression just seems off a bit. I don't know.
It is a bit bland. I'll give you that. Yeah.
It's nice that it's like it's a sculpted helmet, so you can still see like his face like underneath it, like type of things to give you some depth. But I don't know, maybe like that kind of face, because he's like a bad bastard, Avalanche.
I had people complain he had no accessories in there as well.
Oh, you could just come with that, like that Hulk bit or something.
Yeah. A few people have said that. I always see Canna Beams.
He's doable.
Yeah, no, he's fine. I'm like you. For me, it's a character that fills a gap amongst my team. So as long as he stands there and he looks like the character, which he does, like it is an accurate representation of him, but just not my particular mind's eye. I picture him with the A on the chest rather than the bout. But I'm
not gonna lie, like just to like disclaimer, but X-Men figures I'll buy them whatever. I've got a much lower criticism threshold of X-Men figures. Yeah. So is it an X-Man? I'll buy it.
Yeah. What are you gonna say, Brandon?
I think I was gonna say. What was I gonna say?
Talking about Avalanche.
Avalanche.
About the A on the chest.
Yeah. Do you think he'll get? I mean, surely he'll get a release at some point with the A on the chest and the more sort of recognizable, iconic look.
Well, it took 20 years for him to get an official Marvel Legend, so that's maybe in 2052. Maybe.
This Spiral is going to get a release in a different costume, because there's no way they're going to do all this and just use it once, because there's no other character I can see them using this on.
Has she got another iconic costume that she could use? Like, does she have a different colour outfit occasionally? Well, she's all gold, right? The Freedom Fighters.
They could do like a silver, like an all silver costume for her. And then, like, when she was in Uncanny X-Force, she had like an X-Man, like the black and the white X's on it. She was in an Uncanny X-Force, so they could do that kind of look for her as well.
I think in Freedom Force, I think it's Freedom Force. She was all gold. Her armor was all gold, so there is, like you said, options for a repaint. And you're completely right. That is an all brand new figure, and yeah, absolutely, we'll get a re-release at some point, I'm sure. But I'm glad she's here in a relatively timely manner with Mojo as well, because at the end of the year, once I've done my top 10, like, I like to reset my shelves. Like, I think I'm going to wipe all the, like, literally take everything off the shelf and just start again, like with an X-Men display, blah, blah, blah. And, like, it's nice to have characters that complement each of us, and she undoubtedly needs to go along with Mojo. Shout out Big Will using the channel membership token. He says this wave will be reused in the VHS line. I don't know, Big Will. I don't know. The VHS line for the X-Men have actually gone on hiatus, and they've been public about that. We're not going to see the X-Men VHS figures for a while. I do think we're going to see more animated X-Men figures next year, but I don't necessarily think they're going to be on a retro card, on a VHS card.
I think it's all going to depend how X-Men 97 is received. Like, if that's a big hit and then Hasbro do figures and that they sell, I think they'll do updated figures. I don't think they'll carry on with the VHS line then.
Yeah.
But if it's not a hit, the VHS line might be back the year after.
Yeah, because some of the character designs on the new show that's launched next year, even though it's the same continuity, some of the character designs have changed a little bit. So
yeah.
if they wanted to do more animated accurate to the current show, they would have to give us new figures and switch it up a little bit. So yeah, I don't know about that one, Big Will, but I know people would have liked to have seen the VHS line continue. But I think we've got one more to get in the UK, and that's Cyclops. And he's one that we desperately need. One that I want without the Sal shading, to be completely honest.
They haven't posted you Cyclops yet.
No, Dan Yoon said
Collector's got one.
Dan Yoon said that one got lost in the post, unfortunately. So I haven't got that one yet. Dan, come on now, sort it out. Give FedEx a ring, get it here. But no, I haven't got that one there. Yeah, that one arrives on Pulse next week, and we're going to go to Pulse and have a look at some of the expected dates in a minute. But there you go. Any final thoughts on the X-Men wave, Brandon?
Yeah, I mean, I just cancelled Avalanche and Longshot because I just realized I still had them pre-ordered, and I think I'm probably willing to wait on Avalanche for a more definitive version because I'm sure it will come sooner rather than later. But I think I'm very excited to get Spiral open. I'll probably do that tomorrow, and then I think the next one actually I might get is probably Wolverine. Just for those heads.
If you get Wolverine, you're gonna have to get the whole team. That's the rabbit hole you're gonna fall down.
Yeah, that's the thing. If I could have the 2 heads and not worry about the body and then get the rest of the team, I probably would just.
If someone doesn't want the 2 heads, well, they're gonna need one. Okay, so Brandon's gonna need 2 people that need the opposite 2 heads from each other to help him out. I want to find your reel, Brandon, real quick. Go on, Rich. You're just showing off. You're just showing off Wolverine.
I was just showing off the Wolverine he was talking about. Sorry,
okay,
I didn't have nothing witty to say.
Oh, sorry, I thought you had something to say.
The other thing is that's the first Wolverine body on the pinless Wolverine body, and it does look like.
Someone panicked in my comments when I did a comparison of like 10 Wolverines. That's not even all of them, but I did like 10 figures on a screen, and someone was like, "Shit, we're gonna get all of them now pinless," and I'm like, "Ooh, just give them an opportunity. Just give them an excuse to go back and give us character designs they've already got when they can add the pinless tech." That's what I worry about my shelves behind me. I'm like, shit, a lot of figures on this shelf have pins. So like,
on Rectangler's list, was there a Wolverine next year? I don't think there was there?
I don't know. I can't remember everything on that. It was a big list.
Go and check out Rectangler's list on Rectangler's channel again. There we go. Plug.
But there's Brandon. Talking plugs, says Brandon's reel. There it is. The king of reels. And talking about people that steal the format, Brandon knows how it feels. There's a lot of imitation, Brandon, on YouTube and on Instagram. Imitation is the highest form of flattery, my friend.
I was about to say, just as you always say, imitation is the highest form of flattery.
No, the opposing's so much better than mine. You're using the fire effects that come with someone else as well, I can see. Nice.
Yeah, I have no idea who they came from. I dug around in like one of the accessory bags and found it. So I wanted to find more and then just like have it laced with fire, but I didn't get a chance.
I need to organise my display. I wanted to, when I did my multiple man review, I was like, oh, we've got an unmasked multiple man like Jamie Madrox's head that came with the X Factor one. And I was like, but I don't have it on display. And then I turned and looked at my big crates of accessories, and I was like, I've got 10 minutes to film this fucking review. I was like, do I risk looking for it? But luckily, I am quite, I don't know, OCD and organised in how I set things. I like have one box with just MCU accessories and one box with just comic accessories, and then I've got a bag of effect pieces, and I feel like I need to go back and reorganise my just accessories into hands and everything properly, but that will take some time, absolutely. But there you go. Check out Brandon's reel, hero.collections. It's on the screen the whole time, but I'm sure you already are. He's been killing it. There you go. Shout out Ash as well. Finally become champion after 20 years.
Yeah.
You made me proud.
25 years.
25 years, can't believe it. He hasn't aged a day either. Crazy. Someone said the continuity is only 40 days from the very first episode. That's some bullshit, right?
There's no way.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. It hasn't been 40 days. He's had a birthday and everything. I swear he has. It's ridiculous.
And I'm sure there's a character that got pregnant and then gave birth. Some point.
Exactly. 9 months. Yeah, someone needs to do a recount on that one. But shout out Ash. I need to go and pick up a few new Pokemon. Actually, who's the green one? The green little grass one you got? I need him. I don't know their names, but I recognise them. The green slider, I can't remember his name.
Oh, Cypher.
Cypher. There you go.
That's what I reminded. I still haven't opened him yet. Damn it! I should have brought him in.
Yeah, I need to get him. For sure. I do want to show something off that's Legends related, and give someone a shout out. Now let me show you this. Talking about giving an action figure an upgrade. Look at my Thor. Has just been massively upgraded with a soft goods cape. Now I'm a little bit scared of modifying Marvel Legends. As I said, believe it or not, I spend my own money on them, so I get a little bit worried when I have to take a knife out and do a little bit of surgery. So I was a little bit nervous of doing it, but I had some very good instructions. I got rid of the old plastic cape, no problems at all. And I've stuck this new one on with some decent sort of fabric to plastic glue. There you go, for anyone who wants to know. There you go. Shout out Gorilla Glue. That's a sponsorship, by the way. They paid me 100 quid for that. They didn't really, by the way. People believe shit like that, don't they? But here you go. Soft goods cape for... So I want to shout out, I'm sure you already know, Rebel 10 Customs. Please go and show them some love. I'm sure if you've watched any of the Fuse Play Days, it isn't a Fuse Play Day if he hasn't got something from Rebel 10 Customs. Absolute amazing soft goods that give your collection a proper upgrade. I've got a few things. I've got the April O'Neil raincoat because I missed out on the signature series, and the one I got off Rebel 10 Customs is better than the one I got off NECA anyway. NECA were offering anyway. So and then I also got a Mastermind jacket as well for my Kit Bash Mastermind for my Evil Brotherhood of Mutants, and now I have a cape which just makes me want to go and get soft good capes for all my Marvel Legends figures. Like, it just brings the character to life on a display. So what's amazing is Rebel 10 Customs sent me an extra one to do a giveaway as a congratulations for hitting 20k, which is amazing. So I do want to say a massive thank you to Rebel 10 Customs, and during my Inner Circle stream next Saturday, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I'll probably do a little duck race or something fun and give it away to a channel member, okay? So I want to make that stream special and do a few giveaways.
I thought we were going to have a vote between me and Brandon, which one of us got it then?
You are channel members, so it's absolutely fair game, to be fair. We'll do a duck race. Maybe your duck's in it. But yeah, shout out Rebel 10 Customs. Again, let me put the link, put the Instagram in the chat one more time. Go and check her out. Absolutely amazing at what she does. I have no doubts you will find something you want in your collection straight away. So much appreciated. Now I need to get him on a flight stand and like build my little cosmic display around him, I think, with all my other heralds.
Are you gonna put? Yeah, you're gonna put him with Galactus.
Yeah. I'm gonna. I don't know if I should take out like one of these slots. Do you know, in the middle shelf, take out one of the slots and have like Galactus standing in the center, maybe. But then I've just got to find places for all of these other figures somewhere out. So it's coming to that time where I'm gonna have to make some cuts off the shelf. It's getting a bit crammed on there. It doesn't at the minute because it's an absolute mess because I have to keep pulling figures off for comparisons. But there you go. Just wanted to show that off one more time. Shout out Rebel 10 Customs. It looks epic. It's purple on the inside. It's red on the outside. It has the white stripe going down. It's wired as well. Like, I've just got high praise. Look how seamless it is attached as well. Look at that. So that's plastic, white, all the way up, and it just continues. Or you can move out of the way, and it just continues all the way down. Absolutely seamless. So good. So shout out Rebel 10 Customs. I will be giving an extra one away next week on the Inner Circle stream. So if you're a channel member, that could be yours, okay? So that'll be fun. And I am going to try and do a few other giveaways next Saturday as well to celebrate hitting 20k. And because I keep getting sent so many free Marvel Legends, I thought I may as well give some away. Do you know what I mean? Ridiculous. I don't like everything I say. I need a sarcastic alarm. I'm going to buy one, like a red alarm that just rings every time it senses sarcasm, just so the people who don't get it understand I'm being sarcastic. I'm going to have to start showing receipts on screen or something for people to believe me. There you go. Ludicrous Left Foot says, love Rebel 10 Customs. She's a badass. Absolutely. The Fossil says, wow, that's fresh. Jason agrees. Virtual Dave 26 says, hello, guys. Hello, Virtual Dave. We see you. The Wolfpack, right? I haven't said this to Miguel, so hopefully he's watching, but I wasn't around on his 100th stream to actually watch his 100th stream, so I made sure I'd set some time away so I could watch some of the replay. So I skipped to the last like half an hour, and the last half an hour is so like emotional. Like you'd feel like he's just disappearing forever, and I'm like, where are you going, Miguel? Come back. So yeah, shout out Miguel as always. He's going to be missed in the live streaming community, but hopefully he continues doing those toy hunts for the people. But got nothing but love for Miguel as always. Chikamun Kiara says, you've got a window, Dan. Surely that can be boarded up. Look, Amanda is a different breed. There is no way Amanda would let me board that window up for figures. Ain't happening. We need new windows, right? But to get new windows, obviously there'd need to be some sort of construction work and scaffolding. There is no way. Amanda went, cover them with a sheet. I was like, are you fucking serious? Cover this with a sheet while I'm letting workers come in and out and build a window. I was like, everything would have to come out. So like,
see, you missed a trick there because you could go, right, I'm gonna have to move into the other room.
I already did that. There's no change. That like this, Amanda's got a walk-in wardrobe, a vanity desk, table, a double bed, all in a spare room. And I'm like, I'm cramped in here, like trying to do live streams and display my figures. I'm like, Amanda, come on, help me out. Instead, I've been banished to my cold attic. It's like Antarctica. When I'm filming reviews on my review table, there's penguins like running around the floor, and it's fucking snow coming down off the ceiling in my attic. It's so cold. It's like the conditions of my review station is ridiculous. Poll, should Dan board up his window? Shut up, Hill Phones. Don't encourage them. No, I can't. There's a poll up right now in the chat, though, that simply asks, have you seen Black Panther, Wakanda Forever yet? I was hoping that more people would say yes, so we could talk about it today, but we might have to give it an extra week, unfortunately. But we are eager to talk about Black Panther, not only for figure potential, but also just because I'd love to discuss the film. How
has more people not seen Wakanda Forever? Has everyone been watching that Lindsay Lohan movie on Netflix? Like,
so.
what's going on?
That should have been the poll. That should have been the poll.
I'll be honest. I'm disappointed in 51% of the people right now.
Yeah, 152 votes as well, so it's a big chunk of people that have been voting. Okay, thank you very much, Hill Phones, aka Phil Jones. I forget his name's Phil Jones now. I'll call him Hill Phones so much. Bring Toys to Work says, board them up. Look, it ain't happening. I can get Amanda in there and she can explain to you. Amanda, do you want to come and tell people why I can't board up my windows to display more figures? She's choosing to ignore me. Fair enough. I don't blame her. Probably a wise decision. Okay, what else do I want to show off? No, I've got nothing else. Anything else toy related that you've got? Any new toys this week? Or has it just been a very retro X-Men week?
Yeah,
just X-Men. That's all I've got.
Porous.
Yeah, much. I don't think I've. Yeah, no.
Okay, cool. Then let's reveal some secrets, then, people. Okay. Let me get the web up and let me just show people. Okay. So this is the moment you've been waiting for, people. I'm going to tell you how I got my Marvel Legends early. Okay.
Have we cleared this with Chris Cox? Are we giving his address away? Does he know?
He told me to use this excuse instead. All right.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Oh, cool. Okay, so again, this isn't a sponsored ad by any means. I have not been sent free toys. I've not been given any money or any discounts or anything at all. This is just out of pure love and appreciation for places like this. And In Demand is one of a few, but In Demand is the one that I'm using quite a lot at the minute. So way before Hasbro Pulse came around, there's a lot of independent stores that make a collection like this exist in the UK because it was hard times for a long time. And if you've really deep dive on the channel, then you'll see for yourself, I used to be the last guy to get everything and review everything, and I'd still do reviews because I just loved opening figures and talking toys. And it was harder to be a Marvel Legends collector like 4 years ago, let's say. And these sad times. And these import prices are horrible. These Legend retail prices are horrible. But in a weird way, we've been used to paying them because we used to have to import them in from like Asia or something like that. So it's been a bit weird. Not justifying the price by any means. I'm just saying, like, I've always been used to paying that little bit extra for Legends, regardless of the quality, accessories, build a figure. It doesn't matter. Like, we've always had to like dig a little deeper or search a little bit harder to get our Legends. But if it weren't for places like In Demand Toys, it would have been impossible. And as I said, In Demand is one of many. So I had my pre-order with In Demand for a couple of the retro figures, and they just got some stock early. Simple as that. And my pre-order was in there with them, and that is how I got them. It is that simple. There is no other secrets to be told. I pre-ordered, and to be completely transparent, sometimes I pre-order in different places to see which maybe one place will get it first. And it was In Demand this time. Ultimate Carnage. Thank you very much, Ryan.
Ultimate Carnage donated £8.99. Hello, Who crew, how everyone is doing well. Sorry I'm late, just thought I'll drop in to say hi and support the stream. Are you guys looking forward to Retro Ghost Rider next week? BP was amazing.
Thank you very much, Ryan. I much appreciate Ultimate Carnage. Again, people, I met Ryan at MCM Comic Con. He was Spider-Man, and it was so great to say thank you to him in person. But he says, hello, Who crew. How is everyone? How is everyone doing? Wow. Sorry I'm late, but I just thought I'd drop in to say hi and support the stream. And I appreciate you for it. Thank you so much. Are you guys looking forward to Retro Ghost Rider next week? And Black Panther was amazing. I agree. It was great. And yes, we will get to Ghost Rider shortly, because that is due very soon. I'm going to sort of recap what Legends are due next week. So anyway, as I was saying, I brought mine from In Demand Toys. And just to prove my point, you can go to In Demand Toys right now, go to Superheroes, and go to their Legends, Literally, there's a couple of sales on as well, by the way. You can get a couple of retro figures from the Spider-Man wave. But if I keep scrolling, second page I think it is, you can see some of the retro X-Men figures. Now, obviously, some are sold out now. But there you go. So there you go. Proof's in the pudding. You can go and buy Longshot and Wolverine right now. Add them to your basket. Pay for next day delivery. You could have these by the weekend. Do you know what I mean? Like, Multiple Mans is coming soon. Out of stock for Spiral and Dark Phoenix, but I do think they're getting more. And out of stock for Avalanche. But again, I do think they're getting more. And if you're in any of the Facebook groups, you'll see a lot of people in the UK have been getting them as well. I'm just the only idiot with a YouTube channel. Obviously, there's a few UK guys buying Legends as well, so I'm sure you'll start seeing other reviews pop up soon too. But there you go. In-demand toys. They're in stock. Go and get them. Simple as that. That is where I bought my retro figures from. I have had to answer so many comments of people just asking, like, why don't you tell us where you get your Legends from? Hasbro is sending you Legends. Like, what are you on about? Mark Tacta.
TAK Toys with film donated £4.49. I can remember paying £25.99 in Forbidden Planet back in the Legends Epic Heroes days.
Yeah, absolutely, Mark. Yeah, we've been there. It's been, again, this ain't, we're not playing our little violins. We're just telling you how it genuinely was. Back in the day, Legends weren't getting easy in the UK, that's all. Rich, you got yours from In-Demand Toys as well, right?
Yeah, and I didn't pre-order. I pre-ordered somewhere else, and then when In-Demand got them first, I just clicked on it, and they showed up on Saturday because I paid for next day shipping. Apart from they've sold out of Phoenix and Longshot, I didn't buy because I didn't need him. So that was the only thing. But I've got Dark Phoenix. I've got pre-ordered at Kapow, so when they get that in, I'll get that.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, In-Demand, I'm sure Brandon would agree. In-Demand, super reliable, one of our favourite independent stores, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I got my Phoenix and Spiral from there as well. Last week.
If you really want to see In-Demand Toys, me and Brandon, literally physically, the first time me and Brandon met was at In-Demand Toys. We drove to In-Demand Toys and did an articulated adventures where we just literally do a tour of the shop and just talk some toys and talk about collecting. It's on my channel right now. I should find that video so I can share it and remind people of it. But you can go and see In-Demand Toys yourself. They were also at MCM Comic Con, etc. And again, this is just one of many. I do want to show you, shout out Star Action Figures as well, as I had the whole wave pre-ordered on Star Action Figures. And this is where my second set come from. So it's a retro card. I think it's fair that I'm allowed to order two. One to open, one to display.
Ooh, look. Ghost Rider's come in.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was going to get to it, yeah. So that's where I got my second set from. So anyone curious why I've got two sets? I got one set from In-Demand, one set from Star Action Figures. I'm not breaking any rules. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can order what you want, and that's what I chose to do. There you go. So that's where I got my second photo. So shout out Star Action Figures. And again, to prove my point, some of them are in stock right now. I think a few have sold out again. But they will get restocked. There you go, Longshot and Avalanche. They're in stock. California Red Devil, thank you very much.
California Red Devil donated $4.99. Methinks Dan doth protest too much. I never thought he got free figs, but now I'm not so sure.
Don't wind them up.
Blue circle crossed swords.
Don't wind them up, California Red Devil. Don't wind them up. I'm literally, again, this is just from a week of reviewing toys and getting the same comment over and over again. I have had to delete and block a few people this week just because people come to the channel just to be dickheads, and I'm bored. I'm tired of it. I'm just bored of it now. Like, usually I'd be like, oh, I'll let it go. He's probably having a bad day. But no, now I'm just like, look, bore off. Like, if you don't like my channel, why are you here? Do you know what I mean? Like, if there's something I don't like, I don't do it, or don't watch it, or don't eat it. Do you know what I mean? It's just, I don't get why people do it. Oh, I don't like this channel, but here I am watching. Why? What are you doing? What are you doing? Absolute weirdos. Criticism is fair game, by the way. Absolutely fair game. If you want to say, oh, Dan, I don't agree, that's absolutely fine. Like, I'm not having anyone to agree with me. What I'm saying is, don't come just to be a dickhead. And if anyone puts the S word and they mean it, you're gone. You're freaking gone. I'm bored of that too. But Star Action Figures is another one. And like Ryan was saying in his super chat, are we excited for Ghost Rider? Ghost Rider's due. tomorrow, I think. So if you've got a Ghost Rider pre-ordered in any of these spots, then he should arrive tomorrow. Now, the US have already started getting these. The damn US, always getting stuff early, ain't they? Fucking US friends. Anyone in the US. If you're in America getting all these legends before us, absolutely terrible. Anyone pre-ordered this? I've got 2, I think, for this.
Yeah, I've got one pre-ordered.
How can I not, Brandon? It's a retro card.
Yeah, true. I haven't. I thought I'd ordered one on Pulse when it went up, but I checked earlier and I actually haven't.
Just think it's different for me because like you're in a room with a display that at some point you're going to pack up and move. You're going to live with a missus or something. I've already made that journey and I've already nested in this house, so I can put figures up on the wall. Do you know what I mean? Like, so we have different mindsets. I'm thinking this is going on the wall straight away. Like, I bought a second one to open as well, but when I see stuff like this, I'm like, okay, I need a spot for this. Any gap now is getting retro cards. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, I don't know. I am tempted to get this just because it's something that I've not had for a while in terms of Ghost Rider, as a character, as a gap in the figure universe, if you like.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think that this one is pretty solid, but we'll see.
Let me go on Hasbro Pulse. To be fair, Hasbro Pulse. Again, just talking about getting figures early. Hasbro Pulse has helped speed things up in the UK because the distributors that we talk about, like In Demand and Star Action Figures, they buy direct from Hasbro. So, like, if Pulse are stocking it, and as long as it's not an exclusive, then the likelihood is that these places will stock it as well, unless it's G.I. Joe, which they're fucking making a Pulse exclusive now. But anyway, there you go. Let's get back to some Legends news. That is shocking news for everybody.
Just quickly.
Yes.
I've got in front of me. I've got a stack of.
Hang on, 1 second. Tac said he's come to the channel to be a dickhead, a duckhead. Okay, that's allowed. Duckheads are fine. There you go. Continue, Brandon.
So I got a stack of storage boxes that has stuff in it, and there's a I think it's a spider by the looks of it, and it keeps going round the top lid of the top box, and it's really distracting me. So I'm just gonna go and evict it and come back in a second.
Go and kill that spider.
Because I keep looking up and I'm trying to listen to you, and this thing is just staring at me.
Kill it. He's invading your home. Kill it.
I'll be back in a second. Okay, back.
Right, Rich. Our job, while Brandon is gone, is to make sense of this surprise 5-pack that nobody knew was coming. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, so midweek, the Legends team surprised us with a Marvel Legends 5-pack. And would you believe it? I was shocked. I'm still shocked now. Look at me. I'm stumbling over my words. Can't believe it. Polaris. What do I say? I see a green. It's Vertigo, but I see green and think fucking Polaris. She's over there. Vertigo, Pretty Boy, Strife, Random, Zero. 5 Marvel Legends that have slowly been revealed over the last couple of weeks have now been confirmed in a 5-pack, which, as I said in my little video, sent shockwaves throughout the community. Everyone was flabbergasted to learn that this 5-pack is going to be a real thing. But it is. So we need Rich to make sense of it for us. Connects the dots, Rich. What are these 5 figures in a box?
So next year is the 60th anniversary of the X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
These are all X-Men villains.
You're onto something there.
Hasbro had a dartboard, and they threw a couple of darts, and this is the lineup that we got.
Nice. That was it. And Rectangular was outside the room, listening in with his tech.
Rectangular was the dartboard. He was like,
yeah.
oh
yeah, he was behind the dartboard. Yeah, okay. So there you go, all the figures. So this is one up for pre-order right now. Now on Pulse, in the UK, it's $134.99. But if you pre-order from other places like In Demand, which to be honest is probably where I pre-order mine, it's $123.99. So already you've saved yourself £10 by supporting one of the independents. Okay, so Hasbro Pulse $134.99, In Demand Toys $123.99, and again, just to show some love to Star Action Figures as well. And these are just 2, by the way. Shout out Comic and Cocktail, shout out Kapow Toys. None of these pay me to say this shit. I just genuinely love these places and buy all my Legends from them. But has Star Action got it up as well? They must have. Let me scroll down to the pre-orders section. Oh, there you go, Rich. You can pre-order all your Ultimates from there. That's the first time I've seen Ultimates on Star Action figures. They must be Trekkies.
They've started doing, because they started doing all the reaction figures this year, didn't they? But now they're doing the Ultimates as well. So,
that's new. I've not seen that. But there you go. Star Action figures again, $24.95. So again, it is cheaper to get that 5-pack from the independents. So Rich, 5-pack. Now we've talked about these figures before. That's no secret. But now we've seen the box. We've seen what accessories we're getting. We've seen the price. What do you think? Are you in? You out? You shaking it about?
I mean, yeah, I'm in because it's like all X-Men that I want. Like I said before, like I had that Strife back in the Jubilee wave just to get the Jubilee figure, and I did Strife come with the Jubilee piece? I can't remember. But I definitely sold the Strife bit anyway. I haven't got that anymore, so to get him again will be great. And like he's updated, he's all pinless, brand new head sculpt. I think he's definitely the star of the wave. I think he's the one. I think most people who maybe only wanted Strife are probably a bit gutted about that they've got to get these other 4 as well. But for me, they're all great characters, so I'm happy to get it.
I'm going to put hit or miss in the comments. It's been a while since I used those emojis, so give me a hit or a miss in the comments, and I'll read a couple out on the 5-pack as a whole. Okay, hit or a miss. So yeah, as Rich was saying, this Strife has been upgraded, pinless, new head, and yeah, I didn't have the previous one, so I'm happy at a second opportunity to get Strife. Now I know some people will probably be pissed off if they only want Strife that it's in a 5-pack, but that's sometimes how you got to get it. Like they've got to make it a little bit different.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's people out there who only want like a random, only want a Vertigo as well. So yeah. I think if you do only want Stripe, I think you can sell those other 4 and get your money back. But obviously, wait and see, because it is a lot of money to go all in on, especially this economy.
Yeah, agreed. Brandon, just quick thoughts on the 5-pack in general. Are you in and you out?
Not in personally, but I do think it's a great pack. Simply between Strife and Pretty Boy, I think you definitely get your money's worth in terms of those two being really unique looking characters, and B, much needed updates for Strife, and a much needed addition in Pretty Boy. What's the guy top right again? I can't remember his name. Random. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, and then who's this guy with the portal?
Zero.
Oh, okay.
He has his name on his chest, so you remember.
Oh, I see. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I think those 3. I think it's cool. And you know, like I think a lot of us have said, it's cool to get some extra ex-villains on the shelf as opposed to just, you know, the ex-heroes. So I think it's a cool pack. And I think, you know, whether it's 135 on Hasbro Pulse or 120 on Comics and Cocktails, you can kind of see where the money is going. You know, it's kind of like 23-ish pounds per character plus 20 for the portal piece. So, you know.
And as well, if you go to this on Pulse and look at the description, it does confirm more of Rectangular's lists as well.
Does it? Let's have a breakdown. Yeah. Let's break this down right now. Look,
the bottom point of all, I think.
If it's on Hasbro Pulse, then it's absolutely fair game. Look for more Marvel Legends X-Men 60th anniversary action figures, such as Marvel action figures sets inspired by the Uncanny X-Men 275 cover, each sold separately. So yeah, I've got that cover image somewhere. Let me get it up real quick, and we can have a little glance. Yeah, because that cover is epic. I've put it in my Wolverine review video. There you go. That is 275, and we've already got one. Where is he? There he is, 1 down. 6 to go. That's what's that? That makes 2 3-packs, right? That would do it. 2 3-packs would do it, I think. There you go.
Yeah, 2 3-packs.
2 3-packs would do it nicely. There you go. So there's your Uncanny X-Men 275. Is there more X-Men characters that wear this uniform, or is it just these guys that go space? Because they go space with the Starjammers, right? And get Deathbird.
This is kind of the costume they bring in when like people join the X-Men who haven't got costumes. So Cecilia Reyes wears it for a while. Joseph, the clone of Magneto, wears it for a while. Psylocke goes back to wearing it when she comes back from the dead. So it's kind of like, it's like the training uniform. So basically, if you haven't got a proper uniform yet, you get given this for a couple of issues or whatever type of thing. But obviously Banshee and Forge, they wore it for like more or less the whole of the 90s.
Yeah.
Like I think like Storm, Jubilee and Gambit and Wolverine, they only wear it for like the 275 to 279, because then 280 is when it relaunches into like the gold and blue teams.
Yeah.
So they've only got it for those 5 issues, but obviously Forge and Banshee wear it throughout the 90s, and Psylocke does wear it again when she comes back from the dead in Claremont's
This
run.
is pre Jim Lee, isn't it? Just before the Jim Lee uniforms kicked in.
This is Jim
No,
Lee.
this is Jim Lee, but I mean like the Jim Lee proper, the costumes that from the animated show.
These are Jim Lee uniforms as well. So these are Jim Lee before he did the
iconic
uniforms type thing.
Yeah, the animated iconic. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. In my head, I'm thinking it's just before those iconic looks from the animated series in comic lore, anyway. But and this is what's going to make Brandon keep Wolverine and get the rest of the team. It's like even Brandon likes completing teams on a shelf. Look at them, Brandon. Banshee, Storm, Pinless.
I think the big draw here is that it's likely if they bring out those figures and they are in a similar way to Wolverine, that they're pinless, they're this, that, and the other really good likenesses, same as Banshee and same as with Storm, then for the I think for the toyetic sake, I think I would probably do it, because to get a team that quickly at that quality is just like, that's like hook, line, and sinker.
So if they're focusing on this cover, and obviously we've already got leaks and confirmation of some of the figures that we see on screen. I've said confirmation already. Wolverine, we've all got in our bloody hands. There he is again, just rubbing it in a little bit. We've already got Wolverine. We've seen Banshee and Storm on display. Me and Brandon seen them on display at MCM. They look great, by the way. Banshee comes with 2 heads, a screaming head and a non-screaming head. So if it's confirmed that they're focusing on this cover, what are the opportunity of a Deathbird next year?
Well, that's the thing. There's 2 more 3-packs you can do. You can do Deathbird, Lilandra, and Gladiator from like the Shi'ar side.
In the purpley shadows there to the right, people, you can see Gladiator and Lilandra, and we have a Marvel Legends Gladiator on the shelf, and we have a
speaking
Lilandra head.
Of Deathbird as well, go and check out David Evan Smith with his custom from Christina Conan. One of the best customs I've ever seen. Amazing work. God, I wish that was a real legend. I would buy that.
David sent me a DM. I'm sure he will show it off on Legends and Liquor this week, but if I can find a little tease, I'll throw up an image. But absolutely epic. He sent me that, and I was like, wow. Can I get it up on screen real quick? Yeah, I can. There you go. Shout out David M. Smith. And what's the artist's name? I see her all the time on Instagram, to be fair.
Christina Conan. That's from Christina Conan.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that. So, the Legends one probably won't be that good, to be honest. So, David's got a one of a kind there for sure, but it looks great. So, regarding Lilandra, so I think, was it with Professor X we got the head, right? Was it in the... Where did we get the Lilandra? No, it was with Mystique, wasn't it?
Mystique. Yeah, with Mystique.
Yeah. Oh, Professor X came with Shadow King, didn't he? So Lilandra's head, I know a lot of people have used it, used a silver... what is it? Mine's on a Jocasta body.
Silver Sable as well.
Silver Sable, there you go, yeah. But mine's on a Jocasta body. But she needs a blue cape. It's not an accurate costume. She needs a staff. So, it's a placeholder until we actually get the proper Lilandra. But if they're focusing on this cover, then there's a high opportunity they could... And because this head's been lingering around for a while, I'm sure the Hasbro team are aware that we want a proper Lilandra. Gladiator is a very hard figure to get on the aftermarket at a decent price. He came in the Apocalypse Build-A-Figure wave, I want to say. You're good at this, Brandon. What year is Apocalypse Build-A-Figure wave? 16, 15?
No, summer 2018.
Oh, okay, even sooner. But Apocalypse is definitely hard to get because he came with the head, I think, of Apocalypse.
Gladiator came with Apocalypse's head.
Yeah, so Gladiator's on my shelf, but he is on an older body. There he is. He could definitely do with an upgrade for sure. So I wouldn't be mad at Lilandra, Gladiator, Deathbird, and who we got on the other side. Let's scroll along.
Great reuse potential as well with the body that size, that sort of mid or a bit bigger bulk. Not super bulky, but relatively bulky.
Indeed, yeah. Shout out Gypsy Titan who just become a subscriber if you're watching. Thank you very much. Scroll along, and then we've got Magneto, and who are these?
You got Savage Land Rogue, because Rogue goes through the siege Paris and ends up in the Savage Land.
Yeah.
And then you've got Zala Dane, sister of Polaris Lorna Dane, because her name is Zala and Dane. So she just made a superhero named Zala Dane. Why not?
Genius. And on Rectangular's list, Rogue is coming, right?
Not that. So it says Outback Rogue, which would be Rogue in the black bodysuit with the green, like, leotard type look.
Oh, her sort of more modern-ish.
Not that. It's
no.
the Mark Silvestri,
like
in the Australian outback, that kind of look. But I mean, like, Savage Land Rogue was on the list that we did. I picked Savage Land Rogue. I don't think they do it, but that would be a good figure for him to do. Yeah,
as you said, 2 over 3 packs there, and you could do either side. But I do think we're gonna get Death's Bird. Not as good as Christina's like, but if she's there in the middle. And a Lalandra would be great as well, just because I can get rid of my kit bash and actually have a proper official one. So there you go. There's that cover. So
Deathbird with the wings, saying that, I mean, because we're getting an X-Men wave next year, she would be a good
builder figure.
Yeah.
So even on Rectangular's list, the builder figures are unknown, so that's absolutely fair game. Even Deluxe Scissor exclusives, there's a lot of figures we don't know about still. A lot of figures we don't know about. So absolutely we could get one of these. But I would love to have her at least to like sort of complete everyone who's in colour on the front cover at least.
And Damien's saying he wants a cartoon version of Sauron, so they could do like a Savage Land pack or something with all different, like, and someone said they want Kazar, and Tyler saying he wants Kazar, Zabu, and Shana. You could do a whole Savage Land wave.
And people would buy it.
Savage Land Professor X, Brandon's favourite as well. You could finally get that.
Finally! The crap.
I was waiting for it. I could see the cogwheels turning as that was.
Go back and watch one of our Versus streams to see what we're talking about there. Much desired fig for Brandon, that is. He did win the last Versus stream though, so he's got his credibility back. Okay, back to the 5-pack. So on a serious note, like, people, I always apologise for my positive optimism, but Brandon and Rich have both told me to stop apologising. So I'm not apologising, right? So I look at this pack and think, I don't have Strife, and the original figure was hard to get anyway. This is upgraded. And then the other 4 characters are 4 brand new characters we've never had in the 20-year history of Marvel Legends. And Pretty Boy is a great, like, recent character that I say recent because we just had Bonebreaker, so it's like in the zeitgeist right now of, oh, let's add another Reaver to the team who's mainly new as well. I know the arms were used on Silvermane, but it was probably Silvermane came after Pretty Boy, who knows. But Zero comes with a portal as well, so straight away you can display Strife with the portal behind him with Zero standing next to him as a little henchman. You can add Pretty Boy to your Reavers. Random and Vertigo as well, again, never had in the line before. I am disappointed, again, if we're being nitpicky, is that Random doesn't come with any accessories at all. And I do think in a box set like this, when there's no builder figure, like, I know they've added a big portal there, but like, I consider that an accessory to Zero. In the box set like this, they should all come with interchangeable heads. Like, we should get more. Like, and it seems like everyone gets a set of interchangeable hands, at least one, apart from Random. Now, I know he has his weapon, but you could have given us an alternative option, or even give us other hands for the other one too. So,
yeah. The thing with Random is his all powers is that he can, like, morph into different things.
Exactly.
So he could have come with, like, a separate arm or something, just a regular arm. Yeah, that's all, or anything.
Yeah, like a forearm. Like with that, with what's her name? Your favourite, the Sentinel.
Omega Sentinel.
There you go. She had the swappable forearms and
best figure.
Yeah, so they can do it. So I do think out of this set, I'm happy to add Random to the collection, and I've seen him in person, by the way. He looks great, but I do think in a box set like this at this price point, they should have added more. But I just look at this box set and think, I need all 5 characters. Like, I want it. As simple as that. I love world building. I love adding new characters to the collection. I like learning about the characters via the medium of action figures. Like, so I don't know much about Vertigo, but when I get this, I will learn about it. Do you know what I mean? Or because I'll just be like, okay, now I need to know about her. Why is she on my shelf? Where does she go? And like that's how you introduce yourself to these new characters via the medium. Everyone at the minute is focusing on price point, which is fair game. We're living in that times where people need to, and that's completely understandable. But if you do just take away the price factor away, just and focus on the toys, like I like what we get here. And by the way, anyone who wants to know, Zero is not on a Bookie Cat body, okay? Thank you to the 300 people that commented on my video to correct me about that. Zero is on the Spider-Man 2 UK body, I think. The bigger, UK, yeah, the bigger body. So yeah, thank you to the 200 people that literally people come watch a whole video. I don't even like, if you don't want to say anything, don't say anything. But they're like, right, he was wrong about one thing. I'm ready. Top. Thanks. Come on, give me a break. Give me a break. Come on, ridiculous. So anyway, there you go. Now we know. Now we all know. Now we can all stop leaving damn comments. Thank you very much. But there you go. 5 figures in the set. And Rich, do you think we're going to get these before the end of the year?
I do. I think because we've seen them all. We've seen them all. Like you saw them all in hand.
Yeah.
MCM, they were all there. So that's the thing. Is like with the Avengers wave, which I think is going to be the first wave of 2023. Like we didn't see in hand Iron Man. So I don't think they are like finished quite yet. So again, I think on rectangles it's like that was like listed for April or something. So I don't think we'll see them until January, maybe the end of January. But I think this one could ship because obviously looking at Pulse's not Pulse, but looking at In Demand on their Facebook, they've said that like War Machine and the Moon Knight figure are going to ship before Christmas.
Yeah.
So again, things have moved up. So the only other things that could move up are there's that Star-Lord figure, and then there's this pack. They are the only like single release figures type of thing that could move up. So I could definitely see this being like GALACTUS Spider-Man Retro Wave, where we got that like in the weeks before Christmas. I could see maybe this turning up under our tree if we've been good. Who knows? Who knows?
Oh, mate, I'm gonna get a bag of coal. So Hasbro sent me all my figures anyway. We're good. Santa can bring me coal. I'm joking, everybody, joking. So yeah, Hasbro Pulse has this as the 1st of May 2023. But like Rich was alluding to, me and Brandon were at MCM, like looking at these retro carded figures, going, "Oh, they look great. I look forward to adding these." And then like what? 2 weeks later, they're in our hands. Do you know? Like so. Same could be said to this box set. Like we've seen the pretty packaging now as well, and the quick note on the packaging, I like it. Like that's how they need to do box sets from now on. If we can't use the plastic anymore, this is the best alternative. Now I know in there it's just going to be tissue paper and card, but at least from the outside, it looks nice. I like it. So bravo, whoever did the artwork on that. I'm unaware, but it looks great.
I think it's Ken Lashley who's done like comic book art. I think that's who did it. This one.
It looks good. Looks good. It's definitely not a comic image because there's no way all these stood together for no reason in the comics, but they look great there. And there's the back of the packaging showing you the accessories, etc. So, yeah, do you like the packaging?
Yeah, looks good. Yeah. I mean, it's quite a heroic shot, though. They need to look.
I know they're not like villainous, right? They're like, we're here to save the day. Yeah, new Suicide Squad.
Oh, it is Ken Lashley as well. So, like, he's like a comic book artist. He's done X-Men comic books as well.
Oh, nice.
He's got like a design. So obviously there were other designs he did on his Instagram. I will check the link in the chat now. Hang on.
Nice.
There we go. That is the link to his page. But yeah, he did like different ones, and obviously Hasbro picked that one. So yeah, I mean, it shows everyone off, I suppose. So
I'm gonna see if I can get that link up. Actually, let's try. There he is. There he is. Does he have more? Did you say? Oh no, never mind.
Wait, which credits was he in? Which movie credits was he in?
Black Panther.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe he did a Black Panther comic as well. Probably the most simplest explanation for that. Okay. So there you go, 1st of May, but wouldn't be surprised if we see him sooner rather than later. Now, you mentioned that in-demand list. I'm going to see if I can try and get it up, just to show to the people. Because it has got a big list, not just of Legends, of other things as well. Let me see if I can find it real quick. So, on In Demand's Facebook group, what Rich is alluding to, or on their Facebook page, sorry, they just literally put a list of... Okay, I think I've got it here. I think I can share it. There it is. Okay, so can you see that? Yeah, is that on screen? Okay, so In Demand, I've basically just gave customers the heads up because Christmas is coming. People need to start budgeting and planning, like blah blah blah. What they think's arriving before Christmas. Okay, so this isn't just Legends. This is a lot of action figures. So again, if you're in the UK, this is more so for you. But again, if you're in the US, it shows that these are obviously on boats or something on the way to somewhere. So right at the top, the new Dungeons and Dragons figures are coming in, which didn't go up for pre-order long ago. Are you getting any in, Rich? You have any attachment to Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, getting all of them, every single one.
They look good? You happy with them?
Yeah, look great. I mean, they could have more articulation, but who thought we'd be getting Dungeons and Dragons cartoon from the 80s figures?
Years later. Yeah, crazy.
So I'm happy with that.
Yeah, they look great. For the record, I just have zero attachments.
They look exactly like they came out of the cartoon. They look really good representation.
I completely get people's nostalgia for them, but I just don't have that attachment, unfortunately. Brandon definitely doesn't. If I don't, he would probably miss that on both of us. Underneath that, though, something I am interested in: G.I. Joe, Dusty Zatanna, Crimson Guard, Bazooka, and the Python Patrol Officer, which are both, I think, Tiger Force and Python Patrol. Yeah, obviously. They're all due before Christmas, which is good to know because obviously I get Joe's as well. Go and check out Joe's and Juice. Shout out Tom and Mark.
And if you're in Germany or the Netherlands, Zorana and Crimson Guard have hit there this week. So there we go.
Yeah, who's that guy who's from the East who gets the Legends reviews up first? Is XP something or other?
X-Corpio?
Yeah, he just literally, before I went live, I noticed he put up a Zatanna review. So if he's getting them, it means they've been packed up by the factory.
Zorana. Zatanna's the magician from DC.
Okay, my bad. Oh, is she the one with the
she speaks
fishnets,
backwards.
the fishnets and the hat. Yeah, I know you're right. My bad. But anyway, all of them, they've been packed up by the factory and they're clearly on the way to retailers right now. So I've got all of them on pre-order. I think I've got a couple of Crimson Guard. So if you're in the UK, you're a Joe's fan, and I know you've got a couple of Crimson Guards on order, then as I said, prepare those wallets. Underneath that, of course, what we're interested in, Marvel Legends. So the Marvel Legends comic War Machine and the re-release of the Moon Knight are both due before Christmas as well. Now, if we go to Pulse real quick and just have a look at War Machine, if I can find him. There we go. So this is the repaint of the modular armor War Machine. This has an expected date of December 19th. So even Hasbro Pulse is saying that this is arriving before Christmas. So there you go. Are we all in on this? I think I am, just for my Hall of Armor I'm going to one day make. You in on this, Brandon?
Not personally, no.
But there you go, that's up there. And
if we got another roadie head with it, then I may have done.
Yeah, that would have been a good option. Underneath that, the Moon Knight. Let's jump to Pulse again. I think it's on Pulse there. Yeah, there it is. So this is the modern Moon Knight that came in one of the Spider. Do you remember the Build-A-Figure wave for it, Brandon?
2017 Vulture.
There you go. There you go. That would be Brandon's. If he was a mastermind and the black light and the little spotlight went on Brandon. What's your specialist subject? Marvel Legends waves and their release dates. Okay. I've started, so I'll finish. Okay. Do they have Mastermind in America? Did anyone get that reference? I don't know. But there you go. Moon Knight, it says on Pulse. So it says on Pulse, okay? This is how crazy Legends are arriving early. So we're back to the topic of the show. 1st of June 2023 on Hasbro Pulse for the re-release of the modernized Moon Knight, okay? So it's this version. In demand, they are saying before Christmas, which is 6 months earlier than expected, okay? So again,
but like they do in demand tend to be getting apart from the Pulse exclusives, they tend to be getting them before. Like the X-Men wave showed up last week on in demand and Star Action, but it's not due for Pulse until next week. And Pulse didn't change their date on the X-Men wave until this week, until even when these were shipping from Star Action and in demand, Pulse was still saying like April 2023. And it's only on Tuesday this week that they brought the dates forward.
Just to confirm that fact from Rich, yeah. So on Pulse, Spiral, for example, says November 23rd, which is next week. And it's here in my hand right now, thanks to In-Demand Toys. So there you go. Use the independents if you want to get stuff a little bit quicker. Simple as that. Just pay for next day shipping. It's an extra quid.
It's the same with that. Even with Pulse exclusives now, they get an input stock. So, like, if you want that Cyclops VHS in demand, have got it at the moment. You can go and get it from. I think they might have sold out.
Yeah, they've sold out now. Now. But it was there for a while. I had an opportunity to get it, but I didn't want to pay an extra tenner for it. I was like, I can wait for Pulse. I had enough X-Men figures to keep me busy for a while, so I was fine. But yeah, absolutely right. So Moon Knight and War Machine, are both due before Christmas in regards to Legends. Power Rangers, I think the wave with the Adam Black Ranger. I don't know who the yellow and red are. I haven't been paying too much attention. Any of you know what wave that is?
I think they are I think they mean the classic ones in the retro packaging. So the basic Rangers they showed. They showed them
in like their VHS, their sort of version of the VHS style.
Yeah. So it's those ones. So they're not Lightning Collection. They just the basic.
They come with
figures.
A coin and they're not very articulated. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm with you. Underneath that, the 40th anniversary of Boba Fett, which I assume is the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett on the vintage card, right? The 6-inch version. So that's that. And then lots of Transformers. I'm not going to bother going through all of them because I don't know what any of them are. But there you go. If you're a Transformers guy, then all of these highlighted on screen right now, pause it or take a screenshot, are all due before Christmas. And then import stock sometimes is a way for the independents to get some store exclusives in different ways. The Marvel Legends Daredevil 3-pack is due. The HASLAB Victory Saber. So does that mean they're going to be selling a HASLAB on their store? That's interesting. It's a Transformers HASLAB, but still, a HASLAB. I've not really seen a HASLAB go up for sale on any of the independent stores so far. So that'll be the first HASLAB that's gone up on a retail store. So does that mean In Demand brought them themselves, do you reckon?
They must have done, yeah. It looks like.
Interesting. Okay, there you go.
But they did, the independents did sell, didn't they sell that Unicron? I'm sure I remember that shipping from like Kapow.
Did we didn't have Pulse at the time though, did we? We didn't have Pulse. So,
no, yeah, that's true.
So yeah, I think Kapow did. You're right, but yeah, Unicron was the first big HASLAB, and there was definitely no Pulse because just think Sentinel. We went to Zavi, so. But anyway, that's interesting. Anyway, just curious. But they are Transformers. They're heavy Transformers, so it makes sense they're in on that. Again, other Transformers. That stupid Christmas Optimus Prime, absolutely ridiculous. More Star Wars stuff down here. Some vintage wave stuff. Some of the newer stuff though, and then Black Series. Now this is the new wave of Black Series. You'll know better than us two, Brandon. The Wave 10, Cassian Endor. Are they all new figures or are they out right now?
So that they are new figures. Those haven't released anywhere yet, as far as I'm aware. So those are I think 4 or 5 characters from Endor plus Din Djarin plus Luke from the end of the Mandalorian as well. So. Yeah, and there's a droid in there somewhere, but I can't remember where the droid's from.
Some of the chat are saying I brought Big Bad Toy Store. I thought Big Bad Toy Store, so I was Sentinel. You're completely right, but I was just talking about the UK stores. That's all. Like the smaller UK stores, it would have been a lot of money to ship and import a Sentinel from Big Bad Toy Store. I'll tell you that much. Second but last, we've got the G.I. Joe Serpentor, which I think I do have pre-ordered. One on Pulse with Rich and one on In Demand. So. Yeah, so that would be pretty good if I can get him before the end of the year. Because on Pulse, he's not due. You
don't have one ordered with me. You told me to cancel it.
Did I? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you said you've got one, so you haven't got one.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. I think I'm good. I think I do have one. As long as I got one, I don't care. I don't need 2 Serpentors. I just got one, and I've definitely got one within demand, so I'm good. I'm just that type of guy where if I ask someone to get me something, I'm not going to back out. I'll be like, nope, I'll commit. I'll deal with it. Serpentor on Pulse, which was originally the only place to get it as it was a Pulse exclusive. Now this has started shipping to our American friends. Those damn Americans getting everything before us. Bloody hell, I hate those bloody Americans. They are getting this shipped to them now. But for us it says 10th of January. But again, In Demand are saying before Christmas. So I think people like Tom and maybe Mark. I know Tom has, but I'm not sure if Mark has. From Joe's and Juice, if you don't know, Joe's and Juice fame, go and check them out. Have ordered Serpentor. And then last is the Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. Now, to be fair, you can get that right now on Air Pulse, I believe. I think for Hill Phones has already got it. Hill Phones should have done the world exclusive review, but he was busy being a dentist. Okay. He's not a dentist.
I've lied. You have still got Serpentor on order.
Oh, there you go. There you go. See? All good. Keep it. I'll put one on the back burner. It's fine. Yeah, Spider-Man His Amazing Friends is in stock right now on Pulse. To be fair, to be completely transparent, I haven't ordered this. Like, I think the figures look not great for what they represent. Absolutely, I just have no particular attachment to that show, and I've already got all 3 of these characters, and it's another £80 that I could probably spend on a Serpentor, for example. Do you know? So
a brown Miss Lion, Dan. Come on.
Oh, it is tempting. It is tempting. I do like dogs now. Teddy has changed the game for my dog love. So yeah, no, I'm skipping this for the time being. Maybe I'll backtrack, maybe, but yeah. But if you do want this, it's up now. I don't think there are many reviews. Did you brought this, Rich? You should do an Instagram bloody review. Maybe for one day only.
Just like singing on Instagram.
Articulated Heroines comes back, and I'll post it on my channel.
Nah, I'm okay.
You sure? Good. If you send me the footage, I'll upload it. Done. I'll make it happen.
Like, if I've got time, I'll see how I feel.
Done. Literally, I could put the Amazing Spider-Man Friends review up and just put it up on my channel. There you go.
Wade might sue me if I get my purple background back. I had it first.
Did you? You did probably. Yeah. Fair. No, maybe that's where he got it from. He was inspired by you all this time, and he's kept it secret. Now we know. There you go. You heard it here first. Rectangular's purple background stole from Rich M when he was on YouTube back in the day. There you go. And in regards to Enderman, that was it. So for me, I'm really focusing on the Joes there. I think I've pre-ordered all the Joes on that list. What about you, Brandon? Are you getting the Star Wars stuff or anything on there that sticks out to you?
Sure. I think for me, probably Andor, and Luke. I think the other Andor figures I will probably pick up down the line, and I think the new Mandalorian or the new Din Djarin. I'm tempted to get him because I think that unmasked head is the best we've had of Pedro Pascal.
Is he on is that the Trooper when he's in the Trooper gear?
Yeah, when he's on the Trooper outfit. But I'm kind of hesitant because if they announce a new Mando for Mando season 3 and he has that head sculpt, then it kind of makes this one redundant because this one I would literally only be getting him for the head sculpt. So I'm a bit on the fence at the moment.
At least with figures like that, though, you can pop off the head, use that head where you want, and you've still got the helmet, right? And just put a generic head under there, and you've got a Trooper now, right?
Could do, yeah, that's true as well.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That Luke there, it says Imperial Sky Light Cruiser. Is that end of Mandalorian? Okay, so it's the Luke. Okay, yeah. Okay, I think
all new sculpt, all new head sculpt. Yeah, on this arms and legs, etc.
Yeah, I think I'm in on. He comes with the cloak as well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm in on that one because that's like a pretty solid Luke, and I've been buying a lot of the Mando stuff. So.
And he's sold out of a lot of places as well, I think.
Has he? Oh shit, maybe I should have looked. Okay, Luke.
He sold out on Pulse.
Not of them. What about you, Rich? In regards to all that list, you're like me. You buy a bit of everything. Anything there you got to get prepared for?
I didn't see the words Leia, so yeah, none of them. No interest.
Well, in regards to the whole, in regards to the whole list, I mean.
So yeah, Dungeons and Dragons, War Machine, and I've got the Daredevil 3-pack in order as well. So I think that's everything. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go and look at the Daredevil 3-pack on Pulse real quick. So that's all from In Demand. And by the way, In Demand are usually a pretty good gauge to when other places in the UK will get them as well. So again, I'll repeat, Star Action Figures, Comic and Cocktails, Kapow Toys, sort of all around the same time. But I do
if you're over in Ireland, Big Bang Toy Store have got a comic book shop even have got the Daredevil 3-pack in stock right now, and I think they had the X-Men wave in this week as well. So
nice, there you go. And I do think Star Action Figures ships to the US. Just saying, I know that's where David Devon Smith gets some of his figs from. And also Kapow do ship to most of Europe as well. So I know we've got people from all different places here. So again, I'm being super transparent with where I buy my Legends, people. Please go and indulge yourself. I'll just pay the extra couple of quid to have it shipped next day. And because I've got a YouTube channel and a presence, it just seems like I get it super quick. But other people probably get it before me, but they just are opening their figures like normal people and displaying them. Like, I'm the idiot that gets on YouTube, so I'm probably not the first, but I'm the first to make a video sometimes, that's all.
And look around Instagram or Facebook, because there's loads of shops. Like wherever you are in the world, there's probably a shop that's importing Legends. Like if you're in Paris, there's like Lulu Blue. If they're in Hamburg, there's Retro Toys Hamburg. If you're in the Netherlands, there's TF Robot. There's so many different places out there where you can get them. If you're in Malaysia, you can go to Falcon's Hangar. Like I'm sure whatever country you're in, there's someone importing these toys where you can get them. Obviously, there might be a bit more money, but then if you want to get them earlier, that's where you can get them.
Absolutely. Just got to look around. Simple as that. Like, as I said, before Pulse and before, like, it was so easy and accessible. And again, the Legends lines have got, not just Legends, but collecting has got a lot popular, I think, in the last couple of years. Definitely, things have got a lot more accessible than they were when I was first buying toys, that's for sure. Like, I remember, like, getting Legends months behind the Americans from, like, places like Forbidden Planet. I'd have to literally wait until they're on shelves before I could buy them. So yeah, we've had our due. Going to Pulse just to say what's due next week. Again, just giving our UK friends the heads up. So talking about the Daredevil 3-pack, if you've pre-ordered that on Pulse, it is due on Monday. That is the 21st. I'm confirming Monday's the 21st. Yes, Monday the 21st. So to be honest, it'll probably start shipping out on the 22nd. If you're lucky, you'll have it by Wednesday of next week. If you've pre-ordered this Daredevil set on Pulse, I'm in on this Daredevil set. I do think, me and Brandon spoke about this off stream, I do think Daredevil looks a little bit wonky. I'm not as excited about him as I want to be, but I'm still in on this set. I think Elektra looks great. We need an updated Daredevil. Not too fussed about Bullseye. What about you, Brandon? You in on this for Daredevil, or you hesitating?
It depends on the day at this point. Yesterday I was gonna go through with it. Today I cancelled it. Tomorrow I'll probably reorder it again. We'll see. I mean, when you look at if it was just Daredevil on his own, then I would absolutely go for it. Because even if I was a bit skeptical of it for the 20-25 pound price point, I wouldn't really mind. But £80, it's 3 figures that realistically I'd rather pay £60 for than £80. At £20 a figure. We're in the last 6 weeks of the year. I've got other stuff planned.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, no, I get it.
The only thing is, though, is that it's a Pulse exclusive. So, and I know In Demand are looking to get theirs as well in terms of import stock. But yeah, it's the only thing that would get me to get this sooner rather than later is FOMO. But that's the other side of it, is I am looking at it that, well, I could just get it and try and offload the other 2 out of the 3 as soon as possible and just keep Daredevil. So we'll see.
I do think you'll be able to split. If people want to buy a pack and split it, I reckon there's always someone out there in the community that wants the other figures. There's always someone. Even that other 5-pack, there's going to be someone out there, like Rich said, that wants Vertigo and wants Random and wants Zero. Do you know, so if you want Strife, get it and split the pack. Sometimes you get lucky on eBay and you make your money back and end up with a free figure sometimes. Do you know what I mean? It's like everyone's got a price. Everyone's got a price.
If anyone wants what are they called, Elektra and Bullseye, then I guess let me know.
There you go. You're in on this, Rich, right? How can you not be with Elektra's hair?
100%.
You're in. If it was just Elektra's head sculpt, you'd be in.
The only thing about Elektra is I just wish he was in red, because then he would be like the definitive Elektra just for himself.
And she's got a hairband as well.
If that was the case, then I wouldn't have hesitated. I would have gone for it for sure. But knowing that we're going to get a red version of this at some point, I don't need the white version.
Look how good that face sculpt looks. That looks so good.
It was really
that
nice.
Looks so
the
good.
Hair as well. Double jointed elbows, pinless legs, right?
Yeah.
Is it May Shelf? It looks like a May Shelf sculpt. It's whoever did it is a really good female figure sculpt anyway. Really good head sculpt for Elektra.
Have you got one on Pulse, Rich?
I have got one on Pulse, but I mean, if someone else gets it first, I'll be cancelling my Pulse order and get it there like I usually do.
What else is on Pulse next week? There was 3 things. It was okay. So
the VHS Cyclops is the other one. Yeah,
VHS Cyclops. Oh, it's X-Men Cyclops in it. Some of those Power Rangers are due as well, to be fair. There he is.
Some people have been having that in America as well, because Greg hit me up to see if I'd got mine, but I haven't got any shipping yet, or they haven't appeared on any shipping list. But hopefully, next couple of weeks they'll be here.
Yeah, maybe.
Can't wait for that. Merry Christmas to my family when you're getting boxes or open boxes of figures. That's what you'll be getting.
Yeah, everyone's getting IOUs. I've been preparing for these times and just don't buy anyone presents for years, so that now they just don't expect anything. Dan don't buy presents.
This one is
thinking ahead.
This is the one that is my last great excited figure, I think, for Marvel Legends this year. Just because I think I love that Vulcan body. I didn't really care for it on Vulcan, but I've really enjoyed it on Black Panther, and I think I'll really enjoy it on this as well. Especially because they've molded those
updated the legs, yeah.
And yeah.
Updated the legs and the chest piece is all sculpted on there. Like, I've avoided watching some reviews, but I know I'm going to like him anyway. And he's the last one of the VHS. And as I said, I've built a shelf now for my VHS figures up there, so he's ready to go. So he also, again, if you're in the UK and you've ordered him from Pulse, he's a Pulse Disney Store exclusive. Again, just like the Daredevil set is due on Monday. Okay, so already, if you have both of these on pre-order, that's over £100 already on Monday from your bank account gone in the last week of November, which is crazy. But yeah, obviously me and Rich are in this. You excited for this one, Rich? Last one of the VHS line?
Yeah, 100%. I think they've probably saved the best to last because they've updated the body on this one. New head sculpt just looks great. So yeah, great looking Cyclops figure, and hopefully we'll get a re-release like without the cell shading at some point as well.
Me too, I hope so. And the last one that we already spoke about was Ghost Rider. So on Monday, Ghost Rider, VHS Cyclops, and the Daredevil 3-pack are all due in stock in the UK. So again, if you're someone like me who has all of them on pre-order, then again, another chunk of change going. Like after this stream, I'm going straight to the street corner and like just waiting anyone. Whatever, whatever you're willing to offer me, I'll offer some service. Not really, by the way. Maybe that's an idea, isn't it? Amanda wants to start up a fans only account. To be fair, I may encourage it. We'll get involved. I'll do the production. Amanda, you game? She's in. Cool. I'll take that silence as a yes, by the way. So a lot of Legends anyway, a lot of Legends. So all I'm saying is, people, be prepared, and as the title of the video says, Legends are arriving early. Do not take any of those release dates. You just got to add 4 months ahead of time and plan ahead, and just always have that little backup pot of change for these extra figures coming in. And if you buy multiple lines, then yeah, again, I'm in on Joe's at the minute, on obviously on the Legends. Luckily NECA have been quiet with the turtle stuff. Like, I love the cartoon turtle stuff, and NECA have been a little bit quiet, even though I was jealous of Jay getting Scrag, but I'm sure he'll tell me about that on Sunday. Yeah, okay, so I think for me, everything we've talked about, I can start now planning how much I'm going to be spending on toys before the end of the year. So that's good to know. But people are saying in the chat it's Black Friday this week as well. In the UK, we never really get any great Black Friday sales, right? Do any of the independents even join in with that? Can you remember?
Pulse did last year. They had a big sale. It was like 25% off, and for the first day, everything was in there. They didn't like lock it to like old stock as well. Because I think.
Oh yeah, and there was a big uproar about it, wasn't there?
Yeah, because I got out the What If wave from last year. I think it was like Lady Loki and Star-Lord, T'Challa. I got both of those for like 25% off. So I was like, yeah.
Pink Psylocke in the chat says, Dan or Brandon, all I really want is Vertigo. See? Told ya. There's always someone out there that wants one of those obscure characters, because they're not obscure to someone else. It's someone else's favourite. So I always think people forget the community is so big and not everyone has the same thoughts and opinions as you. So, crazy. The Fossil says, did the UK get those Auto T TMNT figures, Dan? No, they did not. They are Walmart exclusives. And no, to be quite honest, I don't want none of that Auto T nonsense in the UK, to be honest. It sounded like a right nightmare. So hopefully they don't add any. If they add any Toon Turtles to that, I'm going to be relying on the kindness of my American friends, because I'm sort of a completionist at this point on the Toon Turtle line. So I'm not into the Mirage stuff. I'm trying to be good and keep away from Mirage, and just think, no, my Turtles are the cartoon and the movies. Stay away from Mirage. But they do look great. But yeah, no Auto T's Turtles in the UK. Okay. So yeah, okay. I think we've done a good job at sort of giving people a heads up on what Legends are due and on their way, and where we buy our Legends from. I think we've been very transparent and open with people. Any final words from you two in regards to just shopping habits, where you're buying your toys? Any little tips or tricks you want to share to the people? Can you think off the top of your head, Rich?
I just want to say shout out to Chris Cox again. Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, I've just completely random, nothing to do with what we've been talking about. But again, I appreciate Dan, Ryan. Thank you very much for everything. Yeah, thank you very much. Review's been doing great. I said everything positive, I think. Yeah, all good. Sound. Brandon?
Just that, yeah. Lots of great stuff coming out. It's crazy to think we're 6 weeks away from the end of the year, but yeah, I'm excited.
Oh, the top 10 lists. Oh, they're gonna start coming. Oh.
Do you know what? I do love the end of the year in regards to YouTube, because I genuinely like watching top 10 lists. I know it's such an easy YouTube trait.
I was going to say to either of you, pick a figure. What's the first figure that comes to mind when I say top 10 2022? What comes to mind?
I say Mojo as well. It's going to be Mojo may be my number one. I don't want to give spoilers away so early, but he may be my number one. He's going to take some beating, I think.
Oh, the spiral! Come on, Dan. Look at all the limbs.
Oh no, Spiral's in there. Spiral's in. She has to be. Like, we don't really get many females in top 10s because the figures are all very samey. But this year,
Her
Spiral's
boobs don't sag, not like Mojo. Come on.
yeah. Also, what I found, I was talking. So the World Cup again. This is not talking about toys, by the way. This is.
Oh, don't no. I honestly, if Phil Jones is like, I'm not having it. It's about voted behind the World Cup. So
No, this is. I just think it's really interesting. I was saying to Amanda, right? I was like, I've got a couple of friend groups, right, in our toy community, and they're from England, America, the US of A, and Wales. Yeah. And what's crazy?
Wales.
Yeah. So what's crazy is that the so the World Cup kicks off this, and by the way, the World Cup in the UK is a big deal. I don't know how big. I don't know if my American fans care about the football World Cup, like, but I do. And like England, Wales, and US of A are all in the same group. I don't think 2 can qualify as well, by the way. So I reckon it's going to be. I just can't wait for the banter in these some of my Instagram groups of this football. I just don't think my American friends care too much, but I will be commenting on the football on my Instagram pages, by the way, in my Instagram groups. So be prepared. Yeah.
Phil Jones, you need to clear your schedule for the Legends and Liquor after the Wales England game.
Yeah,
you need to get on, because you can either cry with me or we can take the piss out of me. One or the other. We do it.
Again, when's the so England play Wales on the 29th, 29th, and then England play US of A on the 25th, which is a Friday. So I'm going to be doing an inner circle on the 26th. So I might have some brag. I might just do the first 10 minutes of that stream as a football commentary of the England-Wales game. But I don't know if any of my American friends can even name any of the American football players. I don't know. Prove me wrong, Americans. Do you care? Sorry, Brandon.
Wales is going to lose to America, Omega Weapon. Fuck off, Omega Weapon. No way.
Yeah, just
Gareth Bale all the way. Come on, Wales.
Look,
come on.
If Bale, Ramsey, even Allen are all on point, then I don't even Allen's in the squad.
Thing is about Wales is like they don't like we're not really in these like we haven't been in the World Cup since
60 years. Yeah, 60 years.
So it's like we're underrated. We're under the radar. No one really knows what we're going to do, and we're going to come in and smash it all. And if we're not going to smash it all, you can see me crying in 4 weeks' time.
Wales are decent. Yeah. So to remind you all, Rich is in Wales. I'm in England. Brandon's in England. Brandon, do you care too much about the football?
I do not have.
That's fair enough.
So Brandon's going to support Wales. He's just said he's going to support Wales. Thanks, Brandon.
Well, I haven't got any Iran friends.
What I was going to say was I didn't know Wales had a football team.
Oh! How can I ban Brandon? Take away his spanner so I can whack him with it.
Phil just says Allen ain't playing. I always thought Joe Allen was in your squad, but clearly not. But you've got Davis. I like Davis, and you've got James as well. Yeah, Daniel James and Ramsey.
We've got a pretty decent team with a minute. Yeah,
you're good. You're all right.
Which team is favourite to win?
Brazil, of course. Brazil, Portugal, Spain.
What are your non-spoiler reactions to Black Panther? So Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, again, I really liked it. Again, I've without getting into spoilers, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, one of my favourite things of Phase 4. I think the Phase 4 has definitely been the weakest element of the MCU so far. In regards to the movies, I've liked the TV shows, really enjoyed that element of the MCU. But the movies, it wasn't too great. But Wakanda Forever, definitely up there as one of my favourite things from Phase 4. Made a lot of the right decisions. There was one thing I'd change. One story beat that I would change. And I will talk about that when we do spoilers. But other than that...
Black Panther.
In Black Panther. I've mentioned it to you. One story, you know what it is. One story beat in there. Just one thing I would have changed in regards to the story of what happened. But other than that, they made all the right decisions.
I thought you were talking Phase 4 overall, and I thought you were talking about Taskmaster.
No, he was the wrong decision, but no, that's
where my mind immediately
went. I was the most disappointed in Phase 4, not even at Black Widow, of how much I disliked Love and Thunder. Like, really didn't like Love and Thunder. Like, it just turned Thor. Like, I know people love Ragnarok, but Love and Thunder just turned Thor into a joke. Like, that scene where he's with all the kids and they're like, let's all go and battle. Like, oh, come on. The MCU, I always loved that the MCU, I know it's all fantasy, but it's sort of, sort of based on realism to a certain extent. It's like the MCU in a real world type thing. And that's just like so stupid. I know that's a terrible argument, but in my brain anyway, I just did not love and Thunder. So Wakanda Forever was a nice breath of fresh air. It was very grounded. The story I feel like is going to have consequences to the MCU. It can go off in different directions. I like all the characters. It was like an ensemble cast. I really, really like Black Panther. I've got very, very high praise for it for sure. Apart from the people sitting next to me in the cinema, nothing good to say about them. Ugh, I hate leaving the house. Damn people. Anyway. I'll rant another day. But yeah, go on. Your thoughts before we get out of here on Black Panther. We will talk spoilers soon, but clearly not today. People have not seen it, apparently. 55% haven't seen it.
Yeah, loved it. Top tier, for sure.
You enjoy it as well, Rich? You've seen it too?
Yeah, I would say my favourite MCU movie this year, and probably, last year
Phase
as well.
4? Phase 4? In regards to Phase 4?
Probably my favourite Phase 4 movie. I liked a lot of it. I don't think there was anything I didn't like. There was one character I thought they could have done more with, that's all. But otherwise, I was happy with it. I was happy with the new things. I was happy with the old things. I was happy with the whole thing.
And we can talk spoilers.
And the soundtrack was very good.
Yeah,
I try not to be spoilery, so there's not much you can say.
We can talk toys as well. When we are allowed to talk spoilers, we can talk toys, as we always do on this channel. And there are some things that I would like to see be turned into plastic that we haven't seen yet, if you know what I mean. So again, I'll leave it at that, but we can definitely talk toys in regards to Black Panther. Again, maybe next week or the week after. I don't know. At some point, we will break down maybe a wish list from the Black Panther Wakanda Forever movie. I think that's always fun to do that once everyone has seen the film. But if you haven't seen it, 55% of 213 people haven't seen it. Make the effort to go and see it in the cinema. It's definitely worth it. It's a beautiful tribute to Chadwick. And
as someone who's seen both, it's better than the Lindsay Lohan movie. So if you've stayed up and watched the Lindsay Lohan movie, Christmas movie, you should definitely get to the cinema. Yeah, but as a shitty Christmas movie, yeah. But if you go to the cinema, you should be going to see Black Panther because there's literally nothing else in the cinema at the minute.
I've seen Panther 3 times already.
Yeah,
51% of these people not even seen it once.
55 apparently, 55. Mini Plastic Multiverse says best film of Phase 4 along with No Way Home. Yeah, I'd agree with that testament. No Way Home.
I always forget No Way Home's Phase 4.
Phase 4, yeah. Yeah, those two are decent. I think No Way Home for me just tips it that little bit. But Black Panther's there, and the characters they introduced are great too. Again, we'll talk soon. Dan, who Old Man Rants. Trust me, I could do a show. I could open that channel right now and just do 10 videos off the bat, like ready to go. I'm ready to go. Like I can rant all day. I don't know if you can tell. That's poor man that has to live with me.
For anyone who hasn't seen it as well, just one spoiler. Not like other Marvel movies, you don't have to wait till the end. After the mid-credit sequence, you can leave. There is no other one. There was loads of people still sitting there when I was there, and I was like, ha ha ha, you idiots! I'll get my McDonald's before you.
Yeah, Amanda was very happy to hear that news. She was like, can we go? I was like, yep. And she's like, what? And I was like, yep, we can go. But yeah, no end credit scene, so you don't have to stay for that. But yeah, it seems like the people that have seen it in the chat seem to really like it as well anyway. So there we go. He's crying in the hallway. He's been a bit needy, Amanda. He's been a bit needy, Ted has. Ted, do you want to come and be on stream? Teddy! He won't. Unless I've got ham, he's not interested. Oh, Ted, come here. Ham. Come here if he thinks I've got ham. Ham. Tricked ya! There is no ham, Teddy. It's just me and the audience. Teddy, say hello to everybody. Say hello. Wave. Hello. I have turned into one of those stupid pet owners that talks through my dog, ain't I? What an idiot. It's what happens to you. Like, I never thought I'd own a dog. It's ridiculous. Now look at him. He's been a pain in the ass today, to be completely honest. Not going to lie to you. All right, bugger off. You've had your 5 minutes of fame. Bye-bye. Tricked him. No ham. That gets your views on YouTube, right? Dogs and early legends. Should be rocketing.
People falling over as well. That's what my suggestions are. Just people falling over all the time. Top 10 people falling over. I say what?
I'm gonna do a top 10 falling over dog walkers. That should be that should get me some views. But going back to our top 10s, I said I enjoy watching the end of year top 10s. Like I really, really do, because yes, there be a few figures that we all pick because they may be standouts, but everyone always has their character biased in there, which is absolutely fair and stuff like that. And I don't know, I just love that time of year. But I don't ever like to be the first guy either. Do you know what I mean? I never want to be the first top 10. I want to just let a few top 10s come out first, so I can gauge what people are thinking. I'll be like, okay, I don't want to be too samey. So, but yeah. We'll do a stream, by the way, where we all do our list as well, and we can. There's been so many legends this year. We could break it down. We could really milk this thing and do top 10 MCU, top 10 comic, top 10 females, top 10 deluxe, top 10. Do you know what I mean? We could go crazy. We're not going to, but we could. I think some figures are worth. I reckon some categories are worth breaking down to do a top 10, just to highlight some extra figures that may not have made the top 10 proper, if that makes sense. Like Galactus, he can't be in the top 10, right? He's got to be evicted. Cause
we could do a draft pick as well. That would be fun.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, the Legends team try and do that sometimes, don't they? Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we can do that. Galactus though can't be in it. He's just if Galactus is allowed in people's top 10s, if he's not your number one, like what are you on? Like that guy's impressive. Top 10 figure with nipples.
Was Sentinel on your list last year? It wasn't, was it?
No, I wouldn't put him on there because because clearly he's the best figure of the year. So you say that at the front, and then you're taking a spot away from someone else that could have got highlighted. That's all. Yeah, the fossil says top 10 villains, top 10 heroes. Jay's is a bit confusing though. Top 10 figures with nipples, but yeah, GI Joe top 10. You could do a GI Joe top 10. I could do a Turtles top 10. I could do me, Tom and Mark. I can do a Joe's top 10 on Joe's and Juice, and me and Tanner can do a top 10 on Turtles and Tea.
You do like top 10 MCU, top 10 comics, and then top 5 BAFs.
I only did top 5 BAFs because there was never 10, but last year there was 10, so I did do a top 10.
Oh, yeah. This year there's only 7, is it 7?
Yeah, so there's no top 10 this year. But I've always, from my first year on YouTube, I've always done MCU and a comic because no one else on YouTube at that time was giving MCU figures some love. Yes, MCU collectors come on and obviously skyrocketed, but at the time I was on YouTube, no one really cared about the MCU figures, and that's what reignited my love for collecting was the MCU, and the success of the MCU is just only gave us more Marvel Legends in general. So
you should do a top 10 non-Marvel figures this year.
That'd be interesting. I do look around. I have got some random crap here today. Wow. I've always got random crap. Yeah, I could do that. That'd be fun. There is lots of stuff I buy. But I'm sure we'll do top 10 lists or top 5s. If I do a top 10 on Legends of Liquor, it'll be a 17-hour stream. So it'd have to be maybe a top 3 on Legends.
One each. Don't do 3. Stop giving up these things. One. They give 1.
Look, I love giving people the opportunity to talk, and people love talking just like me, so I get it. Let me use that as an opportunity to plug them before we get out of here, and this will be the last thing I promise. So if you are around this week on Sunday, which is Sunday the 20th of November, and you want to be on Legends and Liquor this week, so you can literally be on the show just like me and Brandon and Rich are right now, just chatting nonsense, talking toys, then you can be a part of that by hitting that join button, people. All right, become a channel member at the members club tier. It's a couple of bucks, a couple of pounds, and it supports the channel, and that way I'll support you back and get you on the channel you're supporting. So Legends and Liquor. Amanda's drying her hair. Thanks, Amanda. Nearly finished, but she couldn't wait 2 minutes. It's fine. Where's my start screen? There it is, Legend Liquor. So this Sunday, people, all right, if you want to be on Legend Liquor, please send me a fresh DM. Hit me up after the show today. I think I can do 2 groups of 8 again, so please, first come, first serve. Sometimes if I haven't got a lot on, I will like accommodate everybody and do like 3 groups, and I'm just streaming for like 5 hours straight. I'm telling you right now, I can't do that this week. So 2 groups of 8. First come, first serve. So that's 16 spots, okay? 16 people. So please, don't wait until... I love yous all, I really do. But please don't wait until, like, afternoon on Sunday going, oh, can I jump on? Like, no! Give me some heads up, okay? Early. 16 people. Send me a fresh DM. I'll get it to start making my list tonight, okay? Sunday, Legends and Liquor. There we go. So that's where you'll find me next on Legends Liquor. And I will be doing an Inner Circle next Saturday. And I think I'm going to do it late. I think I'm going to go 10 UK time so I can try and accommodate some of my American friends. But I'll talk about that next week. But until then, let's find out where we can find these guys online. Brandon, as always, let me get your Instagram up while you're talking. Plug away, my friend.
Yeah, as always, guys, hero.collections on Instagram, Hero Collections on YouTube. Dan, thank you for having me. Rich, thank you for super producing us. And go and watch Wakanda Forever.
Brandon, can I ask a question?
No.
While you're here on the air, just addressing the YouTube, because I think this is a thing people want to know. YouTube, you're not. Because I said to you, you're retired, and you told me no, you've not retired. You're just taking a hiatus. You've been busy, and like, what's your thoughts with YouTube at the moment? Because people here, let's be honest, the people watching now.
My list of priorities, ACBA and YouTube are like somewhere outside of the top 10. That's all.
That's fair. And I don't mean that to put you on the spot. I'm just saying that the people that are watching live now, these are the type of people that are probably already subscribed to your channel. That's all. So just keeping them in the loop, just being transparent. That's what we like to do around here. But there you go. Busy time of the year. Absolutely. That's why I was trying to get these reviews done myself. Give myself the day off. People forget, like, I have a 40+ hour work day job as well. Some people think you do YouTube for a living. I don't. I have a very boring day job. I work and then rush home to try and film a review.
I thought you did do it for a living. I mean...
Okay, all right, fair enough. I get all my Legends for free. Yeah, I get all
your Legends for free.
All my Legends for free. YouTube pays me.
You don't even put effort into the streams. Rich produces.
Yeah, Rich does all the magic.
I turn up half an hour early, waiting for you.
Yeah. Honestly,
someone hit me up because they thought I was doing your thumbnails. They were like, "How much is Dan paying you? Could you do mine as well?" And I was like, "I could do them, but Dan's not even paying me, and I don't even do dance."
Yeah, because I call you the super producer, people would assume you do everything, which I don't even correct. I
do everything.
No, of course. That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I don't correct people. I genuinely don't correct people. I'm like, yeah, he's the super producer. He's called super for a reason. But yeah, no, the thumbnail. I knew I had to up my thumbnail game because YouTube, the algorithm tells you to constantly. So yeah, I do try and make my thumbnail stand out a little bit. So I do try and make an effort, but Rich takes all the credit, which is fine. It's fine. Absolutely fine. Thank you, Northern Nomad, to see a super chat before we get out of here. Thank you.
Northern Nomad donated $10. KSUCKAS hand waving. I had to go move some belongings, including packed FOGURES, to my new place.
Northern Nomad, thank you very much for the super chat, my friend. Much appreciated. He says, "Hey suckers, I had to go and move some belongings, including packed figures, to my new place. Hopefully our nonsense has kept you distracted on your journey or while you're unpacking your boxes, my friend. That is what long form content is for. Just put us on in the background while you're doing other stuff, and hopefully we can make the time go quicker as we ramble away in the background. But Northern Nomad, hopefully your move is going well, and it is always fun. I know moving's stressful, but then you get to rebuild the display, and that is a fun thing. As I said, put on a podcast, put on some music, put on a film or whatever, and just build the display. Always fun. Like, I will change this eventually.
2 quick comments. Mini Plastic Multiverse says, "Brandon slowing down on Instagram makes me feel better about the number of shots I've taken this year." Catherine says, "High-key wish Rich did more outside of these streams. Such a delight."
There you go. Rich, I told you.
Where were you 6 years ago, Caplin, when Rich was doing more outside the stream?
Yeah, Rich, for the people that don't know, Rich predates me on YouTube. Rich was on YouTube before me. And I 100% seen Rich on YouTube before I even spoke to Rich in the way I do now.
He used to write to me, "Where the fuck do you get those legends, you shill?" That's what he used to write me.
The tables have turned now. Now I am the shill. No, not really. I was like, I like that purple background. I might use it. And then some fucker beat me to it, the bastard.
I used to get such shitty comments about my purple background. Be like, "I can't see the figure. The purple background is drowning it out." And then, like, a parallel comes along with this purple background. Yeah,
great
like,
background.
what?
Figures are crisp and they stand out beautifully, and they just make the channel look great. I know, yeah, it's weird. Everyone loves
the
that
purple one, I had a red one, I had a blue one. I used to try all these colours, and people would moan. And then when I went to a white one, they moaned about that. I can't win. Couldn't win on YouTube.
You can't win. Trust me. I can't win on YouTube either. Like, I'm over a shill. Apparently I don't criticize enough. I like the figures too much apparently, and people don't like it. They want me to dislike more. What is wrong with someone when they want you to dislike something more?
One last point here. The Fossil says, "I did 0 work while watching your stream at work."
Good.
I'm so happy. That's so funny.
Good. Again, the less work done in a work day. Good. We beat the overlords. But Rich, until you do start the YouTube, where can the people find you online?
So you can go and check out Internet History Throwback. Check out my GeoCities page of Monday Saint Croix. Check out my free save page of Buffy the Vampire Slayer comic books. We used to talk about that for like 3 years. I've been around a long time on the internet. But for now, you can find me on Instagram at Displayed Once, where I post things and comic books. And I picked up this last week. Wildcats is back, and it's very good. I suggest getting
Oh, I
this
like the
cover.
cover.
This cover is much better. It's like the foil
Yeah,
embossed
metallic.
cover from the 90s.
Nice.
But yeah, this is like a relaunch. So you don't need to know nothing about Wildcats because it starts it all over again. And if you're a big fan of the Wildstorm universe, it has characters from all over Wildstorm. So pick this up.
Nice. There you go. See, and he's called Displayed Once because he knows he's been here once before. He's just telling you. He told you from the get-go. But no.
Displayed it once. Now I'm just here hanging around.
Well, I appreciate you both hanging around, joining me again. Today's stream was absolute nonsense. I'm not going to lie, but I was sort of just wanted to have a general chat after reviewing the X-Men and just fighting off comments all week, telling me, "Oh, you get sent your figures for free." I was like, "Oh, for God's sake, bore off!" Like I'm genuinely bored now. Like, just if you think that, I don't want you to watch my channel. All right, just go away. Watch someone else's. Do you know what I mean? Like. YouTube isn't my day job. I pay my rent somewhere else. This is my hobby, and the people that support my channel encourage me to continue doing so and try and create fun places like this to talk toys. So to everyone supporting my channel, I want to give them my attention, not the idiots. So to all my channel members, subscribers, people watching right now, trust me, I appreciate you so much. It does bring some joy to my day. My boring day job, I look forward to doing this so much more than I do that nonsense. So I appreciate you all. And if you do want to go and watch all the X-Men reviews, then please do. They're all on the channel right now. I will put up Long Shot tomorrow. I'll probably leave the stream up for tonight. But Long Shot will go up tomorrow. But Multiple Man's up there. Avalanche, Wolverine, Spiral, and Dark Phoenix. They're all up there. And spoiler alert, I liked them. I like them. I like them. Is that okay with everyone? I like Marvel Legends. Is that okay? Is that okay with everybody? Ah, bloody hell. But I appreciate everyone in the chat. Again, if you want to be on Legends and Liquor this week, please hit me up with a fresh DM. You've got to be a channel member, though, at the Members Club tier. It's the only thing I ask people, all right? I give you all my time and energy. Just support the channel, and I'll support you right back. I appreciate yous, and we will see yous next week. Yeah, next Thursday. And England... Who would have England, Wales and USA would have played by then.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Monday now.
Any predictions?
I'm hopeful for Wales. I'm pleasantly hopeful for Wales.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes.
We shall see. We'll report back next week. But until then, people, appreciate everyone in the chat. We need a word for the end of the stream, Rich.
Pernicious.
Pernicious. Always words
Pernicious.
I can't spell. I said I'd give a shout out to people who's written the word last week, but I completely forgot. But I'll promise to do it next week, unless I forget again. But I'll try, I remember. So if you are on the replay crew and you're watching this all the way until the end, then we appreciate you ever so much more. Right? Pernicious in the comments below. And if you know what pernicious means, you get bonus points, because I'm going to have to Google that after our stream today. But thank you to California Red Devil, Greg, Damien, The Fossil, Chigamo Kikara, Ashavin, Prophet, Cap Lives, The Wolfpack, Mike Hex, Omega, Weapon 13, Cat Lives, Your Boys Got Toys, Jay's Toys Collection UK, Northern Nomad, Caleb, Abnugler was around. We missed that one. He's down the well again. He said Dan's a paid shield for Marvel. Shush, Abnugler. That's our secret between you and me. Get back down the well. Disavowed, Rush, Pink, Psylocke. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much, and we will see yous on the next one. Bye-bye. I was waiting until Brandon waved. Remember when we used to sit here and wave for as long as we could?
Yeah, that was fun, wasn't it?
Let's do that again. Not really. Oh, bye-bye. Pernicious, quick, what's it mean?
Pernicious is like I don't know, like
What? You don't even know what the word means?
like jealous, is it, or something?
It's like
I
gradually.
just
Okay.
It's like
gradually
people
harming something. I think.
So everyone who writes bad comments everyone calls me a shill in my comments. They're just pernicious.
they're just pernicious.
They're just
Dan.
pernicious. You pernicious bastards.
Pernicious pricks.
Pernicious pricks. Anyway, I've got a phone call with Hasbro about my next shipment of free figures. So